nervous.
Transitioning. Hi, everybody. Thanks for waiting. We are here. We're the Journey Punks. This is a new D&D show set in the world of Eberron. Real quick before we continue, can we get Barrel Braids, who is our very gracious moderator? Could you let me know if you can hear me okay, Barrel Braids, either in chat or otherwise? Or anybody, really, who's in chat. Can you all hear your Dungeon Master, which my name is Gierhart? Can you all hear me? You're good, DJ. Cool. Thanks, Barrel Braids. Excellent. Can we get another sound off? Could the players just introduce themselves as their player names? So could we start off with to my left?
I'm Azuki.
Or Kuhnoodle as the player, right?
Oh yeah, you said player, not even character.
And next.
Hello, I'm Winged.
And down middle. Yes.
Oh, that's me.
What's your name, sir? I've known you forever, but yeah. For the audience.
I'm Jay.
J.
Yeah.
Excellent. And bottom left, last but not least.
Hello, I'm Jurassic Jaws, playing Lord Alistair Huxley for you tonight.
Excellent. Okay, yes. We're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons. That's right. So before we begin, I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for waiting in the chat. One more question for Barrel Braids / chat is, can you hear the background music by chance?
Dude, I can't even hear the background music.
Well, you're supposed to be listening to the non-royalty-free music playlist that I made for you.
Are we supposed to start that now?
Yeah, go ahead and start now. That's for mood. Yeah. So Barrel Braids cannot hear. Let me turn it up a bit. How about now, Barrel Braids?
I hear it in there.
The levels are showing up at least. Good. Okay, cool. Is it too loud? Is it okay? Not. Wow, that's loud. Okay, sorry, Lewis Jameson. Let me turn that down a bit. How about now? Is it still too loud? It might be a bit loud for some people with headphones. Yeah, it's still too loud? Okay, thanks, Anka. Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay, how about now? Is it too loud or is it good? Bingo. Excellent. Thanks, Lewis Jameson. All right, cool. Okay. So, as I said earlier, we are in the world of Eberron. And if I'm looking, by the way, audience, players, if I'm looking like this or up to the right, I got a bunch of different monitors up here. So I'm not just looking at like stuff in my room, I'm actually focused on the game. So yeah, as I said earlier, we're in Eberron, and before we dive into the game, I gotta give a background on the world that we're in. So, as the story goes, this is the world of Eberron, and I will show a map here for everybody here on screen. It's gonna be over the players right here. Chat, this is the world that we're playing in. This is the planet of Eberron. See it, the main continents are Zendrick, Khorvaire, Arnell, Arganessen, Everus or Everice, and Sarlona. So this is where we're playing. And we're specifically playing on this continent right here that you see, which is called the continent of Khorvaire. So this is basically, yeah, where most of the shit's going to be going on. So yeah, heads up. If you want to look up this is online. You can check out. If we mention something you have no idea what we're talking about, such as Arcanix, which is basically the Hogwarts of Khorvaire. We're going to talk more about that later. But yeah, that's all there on the Googs on Google. So, all right, let's dive in. The history of the history of Eberron, I should say. Every child knows the story of the progenitor dragons, Sybaris, Eberron, and Kyber. In the dawn of time, these three cosmic beings created 13 planes of existence, each embodying a concept. Their final work was the material plane, where all ideas would become manifest, a realm that could know war and peace, life and death, order and chaos. But cruel Kyber sought ultimate dominion over this new reality. He struck Sybaris without warning and tore him apart. These are big dragon fights, dragon god fights. So Eberron, who's also a dragon, became a living prison and a world that would forever contain Kyber's evil. So basically you have a dragon that turns into a planet, which is Eberron. Almost every culture in this world shares this story as a myth that explains the world. Shattered Sybaris, another dragon god, became the ring of golden dragon shards wrapped around the planets, said to be the source of magic. Eberron is the world, the source of all natural life, the planet, the map planet I just showed you all. And Kyber is the Underdark and the source of aberrations and fiends, forever struggling against his bonds and yearning to destroy the world above. Another tale shared across cultures describes one more conflict that occurred in the first age of the world. Long ago, powerful archfiends known as the overlords of their armies of Rakshasa and lesser fiends dominated Eberron. Forces of light, some versions of the story say 9 gods of the sovereign host, others say an alliance of dragons and celestials, eventually defeated the overlords. But these fiends couldn't be destroyed. Instead, their immortal essences were bound in Kyber. Whatever are true details of this tale, this much is true. If the overlords ever break their bonds, the consequences would be catastrophic. Over the course of millennia, numerous civilizations rose only to fall and then rise again, reorganizing the whole planet of Eberron. But our story takes place mostly, at least beginningly, on the continent of Khorvaire, as I mentioned before. And right now, the most important parts of Khorvaire, at least on the surface, are the 5 nations. In the modern age, the greatest power was the Kingdom of Galifar, which covered most of the continent of Khorvaire. The 5 nations, Aundair, Breland, Karrnath, Thrain, and Ciri, formed the heart of the kingdom. Although each has a unique cultural identity, they share this unified foundation. Families are spread across the 5 nations. The rulers of the 5 nations descend from the Wyrens and the royal bloodline of Galifar. Now, Galifar was made after the indigenous peoples of Khorvaire, which were wood elves and drow elves. So those populated all of Khorvaire before the kingdom of Galifar became the unified kingdom, which included a lot of foreign peoples, which include humans, orcs, high elves, dragonborn dwarves, basically all the other D&D classic races, which also in Eberron include changelings, which we'll get into that, which we got a changeling with us here today, and also we have shifters, which we also have the shifter with us today, and we also have what else? Kalashtar, which is basically people that are humans but have 2 souls. So we'll get in more about the different Eberron specific races. But about a century ago, Galifar collapsed into civil war, and the 5 nations became separate countries at odds with their neighbors. The last war came to an end after Ciri was destroyed in a cataclysm known as the Mourning. The 5 nations remain divided today, sharing Khorvaire with the new nations established by the Treaty of Thronehold. The remaining 5 nations remain the largest and the most powerful countries in Khorvaire. So, to give you all a sense of this, basically you have a planet. Yes, you have the last war, and the last war was just this. It was almost basically their World War II. And a lot of new technology sprung out of that, which people started utilizing magic tech. And it is said that the magic from one of the progenitor dragons, still surrounds Eberron and is a source of magic. And have utilized that in technology. And a few things include magic airships, which are dope, magic trains, and you also have what are called the Warforged, which are basically magic robots. And artificers specifically are the ones, which we have an artificer with us today. Artificers specifically are the ones that they're like magic scientists. They're the ones that have the ability and the genius and the science that goes with utilizing magic as power. So really, you can have anything from medieval magic fantasy to you can have things that power like things that resemble cars. Also, there's communication that is similar to email. We'll get into that later. And also, there's been hints and rumors of some artificers playing around with the idea of time travel and interdimensional crossings. So none, however, have been reported as successful, though, as far as anybody knows, or at least rumored to have known. So yeah, anything really goes here. It's crazy. So there are no limits. Plus, we have pirates, we have dinosaurs, which are awesome. And yeah, it's just, werewolves, undead. It's just madness. It's bonkers. So now we're going to talk about our characters here. Okay. So our characters here are 4 characters. They've all made their characters here, and I'll read you off their names. We have Azuki, the Tiefling Monk, Kelp, the Shifter Barbarian, Donegal Sam, the Dwarf Wizard, and Lord Alistair Huxley, aka Hux, the Changeling Artificer. Before I get into how you all already know each other and what you're about to embark on, what kind of adventure you're about to embark on, I'd like to go around and let you all talk a little bit about your characters. So, Azuki or Kuhnoodle, could you please talk a little bit about Kuhnoodle in the first person?
Noodle in the first person?
I mean, no pressure. You can also talk in the third if you want.
Hello. Wait, I'm talking about myself, right?
As
Okay,
Azuki,
just
or
a
aka Zuki.
Talking about Azuki.
Yeah, you could talk about Zuki, or you could talk about as yourself as Azuki.
Oh,
Either
okay.
way.
I'll wait to do that. Azuki, she's a monk. She's an ex-noble. She kind of was a bad kid and was sent away to a monastery. She didn't do well there either, and so now she's just trying to figure out her part in this world. Yeah, she likes to blow things up too.
That's right. She's a pyromaniac, isn't she?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Loves fire. Loves it. Loves it. Excellent. Winged, would you like to talk about Kelp either in the first or third person? Yeah.
We'll do third for right now.
Sure.
Kelp is an orphan who, at the age of 10, ran away and was taken up by a bunch of pirates. The pirates went to return her to the orphanage, but ended up keeping her, where she sailed the seas till around the age of 17, where something very mysterious happened on the ship that she was sailing. Having to go back and make money to fend for herself, she became a local underground boxer, where she became a very skilled boxer and kind of makes a lot of side money after that. So her goal is to figure out this mysterious book that she's always had that is written in a language that she cannot read.
Excellent. Great description. Okay, Mr. J, would you like to talk about Donegal Sam?
Hey everyone, Donegal Sam. I hail from Zendrick, from the city of Titan's Teeth specifically. I'm a dwarf wizard hermit, and depending on my mood, that it's a hermit wizard dwarf, or a wizard hermit dwarf, or a hermit dwarf wizard. I think you get the idea. Okay, so I had a pretty rough life up until from an anonymous benefactor, I was sent to the wizarding school Arcanix, and never really found out who that guy was. And I majored in wizardry, minored in religion, so I know a thing or two about spells and then how to feel bad about spells. And yeah, after wizarding school, clearly I had to become a hermit. they don't really teach you how to like balance your purse of gold at wizarding school. So it all just kind of ran out, and I've just been wandering, been living in trees, and shouting at the sky because there's something. I feel like something keeps following me in the sky. There's like a collection of beasts that are in front of a man in a carriage that I keep seeing in the sky. I point at it, and it's kind of, I have to find that guy, and I have to murder him. I may have said too much.
What a quest. What a super objective. Excellent. Thank you, Jay. And last but not least, Jurassic Jaws. Would you like to talk about Hux?
Hello, my name is Lord Alistair Huxley. I'm the first changeling of my line because my father, who has a small estate in Valinor, raised me as his own. He adopted me. My mother was a changeling. He was not. You get the idea. The most interesting thing about me right now is that I'm, for the first time in my life, growing a beard the long way. Usually I just force one out like a turd when I make a transformation, but this time I thought, let's see what it's like to do it the long way around.
Excellent.
Well, I guess I should mention that I'm an artificer and I'm fascinated with magic. And dinosaurs.
Thank you, Hux. And before we continue, since Kelp and Hux are two race of people that are very different compared to standard classic D&D games, could you talk a little bit about Winged / Kelp? Could you talk a little bit about shifters, at least from your experience as a shifter, and you specifically as a shifter too? And Hux, after her, could you talk about changelings a little bit and yourself as a changeling, your experience as a changeling?
Sure.
As of right now, Kelp is still dealing with what I would describe as imposter syndrome. She doesn't feel quite right in her body. She knows there's something different about her, but can't really do anything about it because she hasn't ever had the teacher or the skill to do it. That is until she met her teacher. I'm going through my notes here to make sure I get the names right. She finds the training of a barbarian camp, where she finds a wolf shifter barbarian named Finn, who goes around and helps them figure out that she is learning to be an equine shifter. She is a horse shifter. Which means she has very powerful punches, very powerful kicks, and she's super scent heavy. She sniffs the wind all the time, always looking around, very like prey drive oriented, quick to run from things, but also quick to run into a fight.
Yeah, excellent. And you are the tank of this
yes,
of this group. You are, I mean, statistically and I guess personality-wise, like physically, you are the biggest and baddest of the group, physically anyway. Cool, excellent. And then Hux, could you talk a little bit about changelings, please, and specifically your experience as a changeling?
I wish I could speak to it more. You know, it's really about getting a feel for somebody else's skin in your own. I've talked to certain thespians in bigger cities who describe something similar when they're playing a part, but, you know, it's different when you can feel around. Let me give you a quick background. I don't like to talk about myself much, and I'm very secretive as a changeling, so, you know, forgive me if it comes out in modicum. Shortly after Hux came of age, he and his father, I wrote these notes in the third person. I think it's more dramatic. He and my father started teaching me the ways of the artificer, but Song, my mother, who was a changeling, as I had already mentioned, she passed away, and 3 years later, Lord Hayward died of a broken heart. I then spent the rest of my 20s preoccupied with the estate and taking, I can't read my own notes, and taking all of that over. But then one day at the docks, I met another changeling, and this changeling was a seeker. What that means is that I ended up in a conversation with them over a few days and a few drinks, a meeting in town. And the Seeker Changeling shared their values with me, which I won't go into here, because there are different subfacets of Changelings. We're not very common, you understand, but we go back a long ways.
Excellent.
I kind of have to hide that fact a lot of places.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Hux. So basically, long story short is shifters are kind of like were-people, like werewolves or werehorses, and they can shift but not completely into the animal, but enhanced human, basically, and whatever animal they basically possess that spirit within them. And changelings, kind of like Mystique and X-Men, for a pop culture reference, they can shift, or they can change, and then the shifters shift. Anyway, you get
I'm
the
not
idea.
blue underneath.
Yes, they're not blue underneath.
Not unless I want to be.
No. Yes. If you want to be, yes. But we'll get more into the details of changelings and shifters later. But thank you very much for you all explaining your characters. Now, let's get into where we are in the game. So, our heroes, Azuki, the Tiefling Monk, Kelp, the Shifter Barbarian, Donegal Sam, the Dwarf Wizard, and Lord Alistair Huxley, aka Hux, the Changeling Artificer, met in a scuffle about a month ago. There was a tavern fight at the Lazar Principalities at the Regal Port Gold Dragon Inn. A gang of human barbarians were causing trouble, and then a band of 4 adventurers, not our adventurers, a band of 4 other adventurers, one of which was said to be Isidore Dupree, the current Prince of Regal Ports, stopped them and left the tavern to jailbreak a framed elf who did not deserve to be jailed. Then, Azuki, Kelp, Donegal Sam, and Hux were all separately at that same Regal Port Gold Dragon Inn. And that was the next day, though. And then an even larger gang of human barbarians came back to seek revenge on the Gold Dragon Inn, blaming them that their friends' deaths happened. And then Azuki and Kelp became excited and then jumped into the brawl. They're like, fuck it, let's just you guys want to fight? Let's fight. I don't care who you are, let's just fight. So they jump in. They're wanting to fight. They just are there for the thrill of it. And then Hux and Donegal, who were sitting just a few stools apart from each other, they were there just drinking their ale, trying to mind their own business while a fight was happening behind them. And then a few of the human barbarians came up and accused them of being associated with the entourage the day before that killed their friends. But then Hux and Donegal denied this, and they were pulled into battle. The brawl lasted for about 30 minutes until the walls started to mysteriously catch on fire. Everyone evacuated the Gold Dragon Inn, while Azuki was standing outside, laughing and cheering at the enormous blazing bonfire to take the inn's place. So she just lit it on fire, and then she's like, haha, that's awesome. And basically they're like, oh, Jesus, what? Well, that stopped the fight, so okay, cool. So then Kelp, Donegal, and Hux thanked Azuki for wrapping up the brawl, even though it was very dangerous and unconventional. But hey, it solved the problem, I guess. Then the Crown's Guard began just taking names and arresting people and just beating the crap out of people because they're assholes, you know. And so then the 4 ran off. R4 ran off. Kelp then directed them to a small ship, claiming it was hers. It might have been hers, who knows? But it was a small ship, not a big one, but it was a small one that was docked. And she just like had everybody like get in the boat, and then they sailed off for Khorvaire, which, as you can see in the map, the Eberron map that I'm going to show you all, the audience here, that is Eberron. Here is a Khorvaire. Khorvaire is on the bottom right-hand corner. I guess it would be the southeast corner. It's a little foresty of Khorvaire. So that's where they went. They were on those islands in the top right, Lazar Principalities, and Kelp sailed them all the way down to Khorvaire. So that's where they ended up going. So anyway, let me take away that map. There we go. So then Kelp got them to safety. And then from there, the 4 introduced themselves, and they became acquainted. It has been a month since that adventure. Many mishaps, parties, and misadventures have happened since then, and the 4 become general acquaintances, if not friends. They made their way via dinosaur mounts that they rented from a ranch in Talenta Plains to Karrnath, which is more north. It's a country that's north of Khorvaire, to assist Hux in some artificer business for pay. Since then, they've been in Irontown, which is in Karrnath, which is a northern country of Khorvaire. And Hux knows that area pretty well. So then Donegal Sam was approached by a mysterious patron. He was a changeling messenger, and he claimed that his name was just Bolt, B-O-L-T, Bolt.
Well, that's obnoxious.
To deliver, he contacted Donegal. He wanted him to deliver a packaged and sealed arcanic dissertation to the headmaster, Miss Lavishon, also known as Headmaster Professor Bridget Lavishon. Donegal Sam definitely knows of this headmaster and refused Bolt's offer. Like, hell no, I'm not doing it. I don't want to see her ever again.
Dissertation right here, using my brain.
Yeah, exactly. He's a graduate. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
By the way, yes, as Jay mentioned before, that Donegal Sam is a graduate of Arcanix, which is basically the Hogwarts of Khorvaire. That's where he learned to be a wizard. Anyway, so then, yeah, Donegal's like, hell no, not taking that dissertation to the headmaster, Lavishon. The hell with that, no way. And then what happened is that Bolt also got a hold of Kelp and figured it would provide pressure for Donegal, and also offered an all-expenses paid trip on a Leandar airship from Irontown to Arcanix. Now, airship, a magic airship in the sky. As the audience could see, the beautiful art that our player Kuhnoodle did for us, one of those airships that you see, that's pretty much what it looks like. Up in the sky on our bottom left-hand corner of our overlay, you see the beautiful airship drawn by Kuhnoodle. That's pretty much what Bolt was offering Donegal and 3 friends. And also, a Kelp was super excited too. So then, Donegal Sam caved. He's like, sure, fine. Also, what really tipped him over the edge to accept this is that Bolt promised that the reward would be tremendous, and there could be a long-lost love waiting for him at Arcanix. So, and also, she could be in trouble. So this is like, okay,
you gotta go.
Yeah. So then Donegal Sam talked to his friends, Azuki, Kelp, and Hux, promised him a share in the profits, all greater than his. He's like, you guys could take more than me. I'll take a little bit, but you guys take more than me. And a free ride. He said, yeah, you can also have, Bolt's offering a free ride on the Leandar airship. This all intrigued them enough to not ask too many questions, at least vocally. So Donegal, Azuki, Kelp, and Hux are now all high in the sky above Karrnath in a Leandar airship. They currently are all near the top deck, they could see overboard, gazing at the cumulus clouds around them, tankards of ale in their hands. It is approximately early evening, and the daylight shines with the 4 out of the 12 moons of Eberron showing delicately in the fading blue sky above. And to give you a little picture of the specific airship that we're looking at, it basically looks like that. In the bottom left-hand corner, chat can see, is that specifically is the ship that our heroes are on right now. And right now it's a little darker, it's a little more evening time right now. So, yeah. What would you like to do? Or say? You could say anything to each other.
I love you guys. Thanks for coming with me. This means a lot, really.
I just do this at the bow, and I just catch the wind in my moustache.
You're a real presence, Hux. That's why I need you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So a lot of really, I want to say it was 75% bad memories at this school, 25% good. And I would say, like, why we're going there, that's the 25% that's good.
Well, let's get that cranked up to 50 by the time we're done.
Again, that's why you're here. That's why all of you are here. We're going to crank that number up to 50.
Kelp is just kind of listening to the boys talk, and through her like huge muffled mane of like hair, and she's flipping a coin up and down and like catching it in the air. She's trying to be slick. She's trying to make it seem like she's not eavesdropping, but it's very apparent that she is.
Yeah.
Azuki's kind of like at the edge trying to touch the fire ring.
That's
It's
right.
like
Yes,
going around
there's
the
a
ship.
fire ring. There's a fire magic ring around the ship. So, yeah, who knows what will happen if you touch
I
it.
don't think she could reach it, but she's at least admiring it. Wishing she could be the fire ring.
Kelp sees Azuki, and she walks over and she picks up like just a random like, I don't know, like a spear or a long stick, something used on the ship, and she just like nudges Azuki and hands it to her as if like maybe this'll work.
Pick it out and poke it. Try to at least.
Yeah.
I cast a spell so that we can hear some music from the Victrola I have in the captain's quarters. I found it there.
I
And,
took out my pan flute.
I play Cashy John's Fire Ring of Magic for everybody to listen to and rock out to while we sail into the sunset. Trying to make Donegal Sam feel better about that 25%.
This is really making me feel better about that 25%.
I turn up the music for Donegal. Let's take the music to 50%.
Oh!
I'm now distracted by the music with my pan flute.
This is the happiest I've been in decades. Guys,
That's
I've just been
sad.
living in trees, wandering around. Life as a hermit, it's got perks, but it's very sedentary and kind of lonely, so this is
It's got
nice.
perks, but it sounds like it also has burrs, friend.
Nah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
High
but
five.
Thank you. I like your
So
gloves.
all of a sudden, behind you, you hear a very subtle steps, just walking steps, but they don't sound natural. They don't sound like a person. And by a person, I mean anything from a tiefling to an orc to a human to an elf, anybody that is considered a person in D&D in this world.
Does anyone
They
else know
sound
something
heavy
funny?
and metallic, and it's startling. And you turn around, and you see
Nightbot.
a Warforged
Nightbot.
named Nightbot. There, and you know this, and assume this because there is an etching on its top right chest plate that says Night-bot. Nightbot. It looks at you, and you can't tell what it's thinking or feeling, because Warforged tend to be very expressionless. Doesn't mean that they don't have emotions, but this is basically what it kind of looks like. Maybe my camera will zoom in for the audience, but
Oh, he's cool.
it's
Hold on,
basically...
let me get a better look.
Or it's cool.
We turn around.
Okay.
There we go.
Sure.
Yeah. So basically, this is Nightbot. This
Be
is
sure
Night-
not to talk in caps lock.
He hates it when people talk in caps lock. I don't know, maybe, but we do know.
Spam
or at least assume
emotions.
he's called Nightbot.
I say, hello, Nightbot!
Oh, you two know each other?
Oh, but I just read his name.
Oh, Nightbot. Hey, Nightbot.
He looks at you all, and he takes three more steps towards the group, towards the four of you that are near the edge of the ship. Keep in mind, you were all kind of like really near it. You know, Azuki was reaching for the magic fire ring, and you all are gazing at the beautiful sights around you. And Nightbot goes, "Do not call me Nightbot.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, you
Don't
speak that
Call me
language.
that."
What would you like to call me instead, friend? And what are you doing on our magic
Do
ship?
not mock me. That's what he says.
Let's hear it out.
And all of a
Let's
sudden,
not-
steam shoots out of what would be his ear holes,
this is not productive. Let's hear what it has to
No,
say.
no, friend. I was trying to. Sorry. Go on.
I was very terrified of that thing until I heard it speak.
I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna keep being respectful to this because we don't know if it's an enemy or not. This could be very helpful.
Kelp like grabs Sam and like pushes him towards the Nightbot.
Donegal, the only enemies are enemies you make, friend.
So
I like that.
Donegal
I like
gets
that.
shoved towards what would be called Nightbot. Obviously, he doesn't like to be called that. He or she doesn't like to be called that. Donegal gets shoved towards Nightbot, and since he's a dwarf, he comes to about his waist, Nightbot's waist. Nightbot looks down at him, and still you can hear just steam shooting out of his ear holes, and he's looking directly at Donegal Sam.
What's your name?
Well, if I'm being honest, it was Nightbot when I was made. But I'd like to be called Ronald.
Hey, Ronald. It's nice to meet you.
Please don't ever call me Nightbot. It makes me feel really, really bad.
Got it. You hear that, guys? Don't call him that.
Okay.
My
wait,
apologies,
sorry.
friend.
What
I
is
assumed
your name?
you were a male. I'm sorry. What?
I'm sorry, I was talking over you. What? I apologize.
No, we're going to be very polite to each other. I like
Mr.
this.
Dwarf, what is your name?
Thank you. Donegal's Sam. It's a family name. A family that I no longer know. So, but I don't feel like changing it.
Do you like that name? I will call you whatever you want.
You could shorten it to Sam
Sam.
or Donegal. Or Sam's fine. Let's go with Sam.
Okay, Sam.
What
Who
can I
are
do
your
for
friends? I don't think they liked me.
you? Introduce yourselves.
I'm Kelp.
Kelp.
That's it. I don't really have anything else to say.
It's nice to meet you. Who are the other ones?
I'm not
Azuki.
terrified. Sorry.
You afraid of me? What did I
No.
do?
You frightened me, friend.
I'm not really scary. I don't mean to be scary.
I used your wrong name. I apologize.
Okay,
Azuki,
you call
come
me
go ahead.
Ronald.
Ronald.
I'm glad we're doing this, Ronald.
Thanks, Sam. You're a true pal. And who's the fourth one?
I'm Azuki, but since we'll be best friends, you can call me Zuki.
Zuki. Okay, Zuki. It's nice to meet you.
And until further notice, you can call me Lord Alistair Huxley.
You mocked me. You
No.
mocked me very badly.
No, I didn't realize, friend. I thought I was friending you, friend.
You don't know me. How could you assume that?
I assume everyone's a friend until proven otherwise.
Right
Huxley,
now,
man.
the others are my favorite, especially this dwarf. But
Well,
I'm
I
not
don't play
sure about
favorites
you
with
yet.
people, so we're probably not going to get along.
I respond to the dwarf. I like that too.
I'm sorry, Sam. He is
That's
more than a
okay.
dwarf. His identity does not stop at dwarf. His name is Donegal Sam.
That's
And
right.
he
Thank
gives me
you.
permission to call him Sam. But Mr. Lord Alistair Huxley, I'm not going to make up my mind about you because I don't like to jump to conclusions. You can make your
That's
mind up
alright.
about me.
When you're sleeping, I'll probably try to look on your insides.
Okay, that's uncalled for. Don't do that, Hux. You're gonna
I'm
have
sorry.
to make this better.
You have to understand. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
Well,
Do you guys not look at each other's stuff when you're sleeping?
I mean, he's
You know-
Warforged. I want to know how he works.
I mainly just sleep when I'm sleeping.
I'm a little tired. Speaking of sleep, I'm going to go downstairs to the cabin. It's a long voyage ahead of us. I suggest you all get to rest too. So, nice
To
to
the
meet you all,
cabin?
especially you, Mr. Sam.
It was very nice meeting you too, Ronald. I'm glad we got to talk.
I'll talk to you all later, and I will work on forgiving you, Lord Alistair Huxley.
And are
Goodbye.
you, friend?
See you later.
So
Ronald.
he starts walking off, and he goes
I bet he makes a good cheeseburger.
to the closest door to go downstairs to one of the cabins below. Keep in mind, this is a big airship. There's about 3 different floors. You have like a bunch of passenger cabins. This is a smaller airship compared to the other Leandar airships. It's not one of the biggest ones. It's a moderate sized one. It's basically like the size of like 2 megabuses. I don't know if you guys have ever taken a megabus before, but it's like 2 sizes of that, the double-decker ones. And so you each have your own little tiny cabin for yourself, little sleep quarters in one of the cabins below. But there's also like a bar and a little restaurant and a little place where people perform, and also magical charging areas, which are also rest areas for Warforged, for the magic tech folk.
Chargers.
It is now nightfall. Sun has set. What do you do?
Yawn.
Well,
I'm
I'm a little hungry. I think I'm gonna go get something to eat, have a drink. I don't care what the rest of you do.
I'll go with you, Kelp. I'll
I'm
go
gonna
eat food.
snap my fingers and make light. I'm just gonna practice that.
I'm gonna go to the bow and tinker while the fresh air continues to rustle through my mustache.
How long
Excellent.
is your mustache?
Don't worry about it.
Answer the question.
Not the length of the hair. It's how you use it. That didn't sound right at all.
Before you all depart from each other, you see a few big boys, big human boys. I mean, they're men, they're grown men, and they look like they're really drunk. There's 4 of them. They are all dressed very similarly to Kelp. Big furs on their backs, big swords with them, and they start going up to Huxley, and they start getting really in his face, especially one of them. And you can only assume that they're barbarians. And they look at Hux, and one of them is trying to sniff his mustache and go, "What are you putting there? What are you putting in that lip hair of yours?"
Sandalwood oil, you beast.
Beast, huh? I'm a beast. Hey,
I'd
boys.
like to. Hey, Dash.
Yes,
You said they're drunk, right?
they're drunk.
I'd like to turn into him.
Turn into him?
I'd like
Okay,
to.
yeah, go for it. Yeah. So yeah,
I turn
so
into
you.
you.
You can also sound like him too. So, yeah.
He kind of talks like this, you know? He likes sniffing people's mustaches.
What about your mustache? Oh, dude, it smells like arm cheese, bro.
You're one of them changelings. Ugh.
You
You did not get me right there.
I'm one of your bros, dude. What's up?
You did not change into me very well. You're much uglier than me.
No, you're looking in a mirror, dude, and you're drunk off your ass.
So he looks at you and he shoves you.
Okay.
And pushes you pretty back.
All right.
About 20 feet.
Okay. I'm not. I was at the bow. How close to the edge am I?
You're right up against it.
All right. I'd like to whoosh. Duck
Sashay.
out of the way. I like to sashay away. But still is him. Still is Mr. Chunky.
Still is.
I'm looking to see if I even have an. Oh yes, I'd like to do an acrobatics check for that, if it please my God, the DM.
Yes,
pleases
yes,
the
definitely. I'm gonna give it. It's since you didn't have much stuff in front of you or behind you, I'm gonna give it an easy DC, which is 10. So you have to get at least a 10
right.
with your modifier.
I have a +2, and I decided I'd share with everybody.
Woo!
Wow.
Switching cams.
It's going to be a 9 + 2, so I just barely do.
Excellent. Well, then you succeed. You gracefully flip backwards, and you come to your feet, and you're in a good fighting stance now, facing the one barbarian especially that was in front of you, but now his 3 friends are behind him. And with that, I'm going to say, everybody, roll for initiative.
Oh boy, here we go.
Keep in mind, the other 3 are pretty far back. They're all about 50 feet away that are on the other side of the barbarians. Now, keep in mind, I usually don't want to give tips as a DM, but this is a perfect chance to do a pincer attack if you all can get there in time. So, let's all roll for initiative.
I have -1 to my initiative. I have a 16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am a +1 for initiative, and I just rolled a 1.
So 2.
Oh boy!
Isn't it 1 you automatically?
Oh, you got a 1? You just
Yeah.
rolled a 1? Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
crit fail, so that means you're last in combat.
Nat 1.
Excellent. Yeah.
I
Let's
got-
go, baby.
13.
13? Okay, so let's see. 13 for Kelp. And 1 for poor. Or sorry, 13 for Azuki, 1 for poor Kelp. And Huxley, what did you get?
Womp womp.
Rolling now. I got a 9 again. It's a knight of 9s. +2, 11.
11? Okay, not bad.
Not good either.
Yeah.
Still better than half. Better than 1.
Better than average.
And Donegal Sam, just sorry, you got a 16, right?
That's right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So excellent. And the barbarians, they each got a 9. They each got a 9. So with that, yeah, Hux is now a bot. Thanks, Braille Braids.
I changed into that.
So with that, we're gonna take a short break, bathroom break. If anybody needs to go get something to drink, I gotta adjust my camera because it's like all fuzzy for some reason. Other than that, we'll get combat in order. So those who are watching us, we're gonna get into some combat, some airship barbarian combat. So stay tuned, and then players, when we go, just go ahead and just mute your mics, and then yeah, we'll be back, and let's give it about 5 minutes. 5-minute break, you know, give or take a minute or two. So all right, we'll see you all back here in about 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes tops. So see you all soon.
Oh yeah, I'm back. Ah, my face. Gross.
Hello.
Yes, let's do it.
Yep.
Okay, we are back. Thanks for waiting, everybody. So now we are in the middle of battle here. As you can see, the bottom left hand here, this is the battle cam. You can see, 1 second, the music's almost stopping. Here we go. So as you can see, this right here is Hux. That's Hux. This is basically the edge of the boat, the edge of the airship. These are clouds, little clouds right here. Clouds, puffy.
Those represent death.
Yeah,
I thought they were sheep.
Exactly. Yeah. Who knows? Sheep. Kirby clouds. Who knows? Either one. So who am I to say? Anyway, so these are the 4 barbarians right here, and they're all targeting Hux right here. And then you have our other 4 heroes right here. You have Kelp's right here, Donegal Sam, and Azuki right here. You all pretty far away, but you can get there in time. I think all of you have like standard speed. I'm not looking at D&D Beyond right now, but I think you all have at least like 30 feet speed, which basically equals out to 6 squares moving up. So the first one up to attack would be Donegal Sam.
Yeah.
So Donegal Sam, and if you need me to turn the camera, if you need me to pan the camera, just let me know, and I can do that for you. What would you like to do, sir?
All right, so remind me which one I am.
So you are the dwarf, which is right here.
Oh,
That
I'm the
pedal
dwarf.
start. Yeah.
Okay.
right there.
So, okay, some questions.
Sure.
These guys are armed.
Yep.
Yeah. How flammable is the ship we're on?
Just thinking that.
It's not inflammable, but it's very well made.
It's very well made. Okay.
Yes, it's not impossible, but it's not easy to. I'll put it lightly. It's not easy to light this on fire. In game terms, I would give it a 30 DC check.
A level 1 wizard's not going to do it, is what you're saying.
I mean, anything's possible. Who knows?
Yeah.
But at this point, a Leander airship is pretty high. It's like a yacht in the sky. It's made by House Leander, and it is very. This is why all you guys were just like, yeah, hell yeah, we're gonna get on this all expense like paid yacht in the sky trip. Heck yeah. So it's not likely, but it's not impossible.
Okay. All right, so let's go classic then. I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Classic.
And I'm just gonna do a firebolt.
Excellent. At which barbarian? The one closest to you. Which one?
Yes, I think that's wise.
So-
the one closest to me.
This one.
Yeah, that guy, that white dude.
Cool.
Yeah,
That white dude. Yeah.
that white dude right there.
Get him. So you're gonna do a fireball, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a fireball.
Okay. Cool. Do you need to know its AC? It's 8. All of these guys' AC are 13. Their armor class 13.
Their armor class is 13.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, 7. Did that
7?
hit?
That total 7 with your modifiers, right?
Yeah, with my modifiers. Wait. 10.
10. Closer, but
Closer,
not
but
13.
no.
You need to get at least 13.
Okay.
So, no, the fireball whizzes past his big giant. All these guys have big, like, pube-looking beards. They're just gross-looking, like, straggly, stringy beards, and one of them just gets singed by your fireball.
Ooh, that's good, though.
And he now smells his own burnt hair, which smells gross,
Okay.
and he knows it was you. So
Oh,
he
good.
turns back and he knows you're behind him now. So he's now turned around.
He's pissed now.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You can still move. You've already attacked.
Yeah. I think I'm about as far back as I can back up.
I mean,
So-
yeah. I mean, you can still back up. It's up to you. I mean, we could just extend it. It's fine.
It's not incredibly close range where we are right now. Is
So
it?
each of these squares represent 5 feet.
5 feet. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like 15 feet
Mm-hmm.
in between us. Yeah. What if I pull out my hammer and just have it ready?
Your hammer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm gonna just pull out my hammer.
Yep. Just make that a mark for yourself, or just note for yourself that you got your hammer out.
Got my hammer.
Yep.
All right.
I believe you. So okay. Okay, cool. Well, if you're gonna stay where you're at, then now it's Azuki's turn.
Okay. The guy, I guess, that turned around, I'm gonna go up to him with my quarterstaff.
Okay, cool. So what's your speed?
30.
30 feet, so that's 6 spaces. So do you want Azuki to, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? That close?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now you have a quarterstaff. What would you like to do?
Swing at him.
Cool. So his armor class is 13. Is this a single strike or is it a double strike, Kuhnoodle?
It's a single strike. I
Single strike?
think.
Okay, cool. Yep, it's a 13. So tell me what you
Yeah.
get. Your d20 roll.
Oh, I got 12.
12? Okay. Total?
Yeah.
Okay. You
Let's check
swing
that.
and he actually dodges it. He's nimble enough to duck and dodge your bow staff, your quarter staff.
Nice
So-
step back.
Yeah. You could. Well, I think you have the ability
I
to
have-
move a bit afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you step back. How far is it again? Remind me. Is it 5, 10
I
feet?
have disengage.
Disengage. Okay. So
Yeah.
that'll be
I
about.
don't know
10
how far that is.
That'll be about 10
Okay.
feet, 2 squares.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So now you're right in front of Donegal Sam. Cool. Excellent. Is there anything else you'd like to do? A minor action by chance? You moved and you attacked.
I should be good.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna
All
just
right.
switch out dice.
Now it is Hux's turn. And Hux is over to the left here, near the edge, pushed up against the edge of the rim here, and he still has 3 of the barbarians pointing their swords right at him. What would you like to do, sir?
Well, first and foremost, I pop a mint. And then, still in barbarian form, I say, "Hey, cheese breath!" And I'd like to acid splash right in his eyes.
No.
This one, right? Is it
The one closest to me, the mouther.
Yes, the one that was real friendly with you. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Go ahead and do your acid splash. His armor class is 13.
On his face?
Mhm.
All right.
I mean, if you want, if that's what you want.
Oh, I'm aiming for his eyes. At the very least, we're gonna singe some of that cheesy beard off.
Go for it.
All right.
So you might possibly blind him then, right? Yes. since
Correct.
You're going straight for his eyes.
If
Okay.
it goes as planned.
If it goes as planned, you possibly will blind this barbarian,
Excellent.
and you'll have to tell his mother.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't care.
Okay, wait, let me pull that spell back up because I'm in my physical weapons. Oh, a whole 3.
What's going on with the rolls today?
Don't know.
First night, of course.
First night. Getting them out of the way now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm blaming the fates for it, not not you
that's
guys.
fair. That's fair. It's all right.
It's all right. It's okay.
I'm fine with
Well,
it.
he's not blinded. But the acid goes right next to his boots and
Good.
burns a hole in one of his boots, where now you just see his big toe on his left foot.
I was aiming for that. Consider it a warning.
So he's got
Well, I
like
say-
he's got like a dad boot on now, where
This is-
there's holes in his socks and it's just a big toe and it's yellow and stained.
I pull out my snacks as a quick action.
Excellent. Cool. Would you like to move?
I ain't afraid of no barbarian.
Okay, cool. Well, if you're gonna stay in the same place, that's cool. But now it is that barbarian's turn to react and attack. So I'm just adjusting my little roster here, my DM screen. So now this barbarian, right there, he's looking straight at Hux. He's gonna take a few steps forward, very slowly towards him, and he goes, I kill you now. So then he reaches up and goes to slice him with his sword. And his attack, let's see here, what's his attack bonus? Whew! It's a +3. So, what's your armor? Your armor class is
14.
14. So, it's a +3. So here we go. Oh, he only got a 3. I guess all the d20s are on the same side today. So he only got a 3, even with his attack bonus, +3, 6, still not enough to slice Azuki, or sorry, not Azuki, Hux. So Hux ends up just kind of stepping back just a little bit, not even out of his like main position, his 5 feet position, and just sort of just like very gracefully dodges it by just kind of flexing his abdomen, and the sword misses.
I blow him a kiss.
So he blows him a kiss now. Excellent. So now
Stop kissing yourself.
The next barbarian's turn, which is this one right here. So he's also going for Hux too. So he moves forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now he's like right in Hux's face. And so he moved 4 spaces. Speed's 30 feet, so it's about the same as you guys. He's also going to attack with his sword with an attack bonus of 3. So he's up against Hux's armor class of 14. So here we go. So he got an 8. 8 plus 3 is 12. So it's still not enough. So he also misses. Hux gracefully dodges that attack as well. It is now the third barbarian's turn, which is also aiming towards Hux. So he's going to step just 1 space closer, and he's going to fire he's going to throw his javelin. He has a javelin, and it's also a +3 attack bonus. So he's going to throw it. Now, keep in mind, he's going to roll disadvantage now because, as you can see, his buddy's in his way. So he has to succeed. If he fails, he hits his buddy right here. And it's disadvantage because he's trying not to hit his friend. So here we go. Roll for disadvantage, which if you're new to D&D, folks, then hi Evie. If you're new to D&D, folks, that means that we roll 2 d20s and we take the lower one of the 2. So here we go. So he got a natural 20. Wait, the lower one, which would be a 12. Even with rolling disadvantage, the natural 20 doesn't count. It would be disadvantage, which means if you find that I'm wrong about that, I'm willing to be corrected. So yeah, if you want to find out if rolling disadvantage, if one of them is a natural 20, does the natural 20 get used?
Don't think so.
I don't think so either, but I could be wrong.
That's why it's disadvantage. It's a tease of a 20.
Yeah, the disadvantage rules over the natural 20. So, pretty sure it's no. Thank you, Johnny V2207. So then let's go with the lower one, which is a 12. So a 12 up against Hux's armor class, which was 14 plus 3 though, which is 15, which means he gets you.
Okay.
He sticks that javelin in you, and his damage roll. His damage. Let's see here. It is a 1d4. So here we go.
Ooh.
And how many HP you have, Hux?
I have enough.
You have 9. Okay, so it's a 1d4 with the javelin. So here we go. 3. That does 3 damage with you. For you, and if you want to go ahead and mark that in your D&D Beyond character sheet, that way it'll eventually populate in the D&D extension, which, by the way, if you're viewing us, folks, Those of you in chat, you can hover your mouse over to the left side, which is kind of near me in the battle cam. You can see the stats of all of the players, all of your heroes here. And you can also click on any one of them, of the portrait, the heads, and you can see their stats, all their attributes and attacks and whatnot. So anyway, moving forward. So yes, Hux survived that, but now he has a HP of 6. All right, so that barbarian is done. He managed to stick his javelin in Hux.
Oh no!
No pun intended. So now it is the 4th
We're
barbarian's turn.
mature.
Did you say we're in church?
I said we're a mature group.
Oh,
Stick his
and we're in
javelin in
church.
Hux. Yeah, I get it.
We're a Christian group.
We're a Christian D&D group. So,
Oh,
not
no.
really.
But I say in my stream all the time.
Journey youth group.
This is a Christian community now. I don't care. Believe in whatever you want, everybody. But
Yeah,
just don't
same.
hurt people. Not gonna support that. I'm done talking about this subject. Racism, sexism, and all that alike are bad. Anyway.
You'll get banned from chat.
Yes, exactly.
Night
That's the
bots after
rules.
you.
That's the rules. Okay, so now it's this barbarian's turn, the last barbarian of the group. So now this
Oh, no.
barbarian is going to go straight for the other barbarian, which is right here in this square. Here we go. Okay, so now his speed is 30 feet, so he can move 6 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's right here, right? Yeah, he's right here.
Should I tell him?
What?
Should I tell that barbarian that he's got the wrong barbarian?
Yeah. Wrong barbarian. You can say it.
I'll let him do his thing.
You let him try to kill your friend first.
Okay, hang on. Yo, you got the wrong barbarian.
I do. Hold on. I thought I was right, but maybe you're right. So he's already intoxicated. So
Yeah.
these barbarians hold their liquor pretty well. But now that you've said that, Donegal, he's actually now starting to question himself. So now, as he's going to roll an attack, he has disadvantage. So
Good.
because he's hesitant. So well done.
You
So
confused
now he's
him.
gonna. So that may have helped Kelp. So now he's gonna attack Kelp. He's gonna go and use his sword, and Kelp's AC is 17, so that's pretty high. So let's see what happens.
Yes.
It's a +3 to the barbarian's attack roll. So he just rolled a 1, critical fail.
Yeah.
So that I
Didn't
mean,
need my
I
help.
gotta roll another one,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter because he has disadvantage. So that's a critical roll, or critical fail. So yeah, he fucking fails, and he fails so bad that he ends up tripping back 5 feet. That he ends up just swinging, and he couldn't even keep himself balanced. So yeah, good
This
job,
stupid
barbarian. Way to be
barbarian.
useless. So
I laugh at him. I point and laugh.
And he starts to get a little sniffly. You could see a tear in his left eye
Oh
come
my
out.
God.
You may have hurt his feelings. So yeah. So now it is Kelp's turn.
So you said that since Azuki is laughing at him, he's getting like emotional.
Yeah.
All right, can I hit him with like a yo mama joke?
Go for it.
Okay. I want to like make him emotionally have a breakdown. So I just start giving him your mama abandoned you. Your mama's so big that she went into a Target and accidentally ran into a Walmart. I don't know.
A Walmart? Okay.
A
And
Walmart,
He gets
yeah.
real confused because he is about ready to start bawling, but then he heard Walmart and he's like, "What's a Walmart?" And he just looks at you and just puzzlement. He just like, what is that word?
And then Kelp is just like, it's where you buy your walls, dumbass.
So why don't you go ahead and do a charisma check.
Okay.
So yeah, whatever your D20, roll your D20 and add your charisma bonus.
Let's see.
I'm sorry. Actually, it's a charisma bonus, but add your Yeah, go ahead and do. Go ahead and do intimidation. Intimidation check.
Okay.
Which is a charisma check, but it's whatever. You'll get more bonus in your intimidation.
Sure. They're
Tell me
both the
what you
same
get.
anyway.
And total.
Oh, rolling a 19 plus 1.
Ooh, okay. So he's now intimidated by you. So yeah. So that means he's not incapacitated. He's not prone. He's not conscious. So basically, I don't know why I thought there was a separate incapacity. Anyway, he's intimidated. So basically, there's not a separate category for that. But anyway, what we're gonna do here is everything in his attack rolls towards you is now at a disadvantage for the rest of combat. So you've intimidated him for the rest of this fight, which means anything he rolls, he has to roll twice. He has to take the lower amount. So he is looking at you and he goes, "You're mean. Scary. I don't like you." And he's just afraid of like what else is gonna come out of your mouth that may hurt his feelings. He's super afraid of that. So what else would you like to do?
Oh, well, I can do something minor, right?
Well, you haven't even attacked yet, so.
Oh, great. Well, as he's like sniveling, she like grabs him by his clothes and like pulls him up close to her face and like kind of like slowly goes to pick him up because she's like hella strong, and she just chucks him at the other barbarians.
Excellent. So you're gonna so this would be a athletics check.
Okay.
So is this not necessarily an attack because you're not like striking him or shooting something at him or using magic on him. This is literally like you're using your athletics on him. Now, granted, if you do this, you won't be able to do a standard attack. Do you want to do this?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, and he's gonna have to do a dexterity or an athletics saving throw, like a dexterity saving throw, to not strength but dexterity, acrobatics, to save himself from falling over and preventing damage. So go ahead. You're gonna do an athletics check, and it will be versus his acrobatics check, which would be, so go for that, +1. So he got a 19 plus 1, which is a 20. So what did you get?
Great. I got a 4 plus 4, so I got an 8.
Okay, cool. So you pick him up and he falls back a little bit, but then he walks right back up to you.
Great.
So he got pulled by the shirt.
What a show of brute force.
You push him back and he kind of like stumbles towards you again. Hold on, actually, let me roll that again because I didn't roll disadvantage. I said he was intimidated by you. So yeah, that was a 20, but let me roll the disadvantage roll. So that was a 12. What did you get again? Sorry.
4 plus 4.
4 plus 4, 12 plus 1 is 13. So still, same thing happens.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, cool. So, Barbarians. Thanks, Anka. So, excellent. So now it is Kelp's turn is done, and now it's Donegal Sam's again.
Okay, so,
Great hug attack.
I am gonna try something decidedly unsexy.
Unsexy?
Very unsexy. I'm gonna go over
And fart
the
on.
guy that Kelp was just fighting.
Okay, so right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go calmly. I'm gonna calmly go up to him.
Are you going
Not
up
gonna
to
rush.
this side or behind
I'm just gonna-
Kelp?
I'm gonna come up to him. My hammer's in my hand. I'm just gonna be like, hey man, hey. I'm just gonna walk up to him, and I'm gonna be like, is this really what you want to do? I've noticed some hesitation from you right now. This doesn't have to end this way. You can just, like, you could go lay down. We won't hurt you after this. Kelp, very scary. Hux, don't know what he's gonna do. Zuki's just laughing. So, like, I could be your friend in this. This could all stop. So, should I like roll for persuasion?
Yep, persuasion. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna try and persuade him to like
So
maybe calm down and just like go to sleep or something.
So this would be his wisdom. He's gonna roll a wisdom saving throw. So you got a critical fail. So really, just go ahead and roll.
At an 8. So
an 8. Yeah, you win. You
Awesome.
you convince him. So
Awesome.
you want him to be your friend, right?
I want him to either be my friend or just to like chill.
Chill. Okay.
Maybe not join in on all the fighting.
Okay. So
Yeah.
He goes, okay, yeah, you seem cool, so, okay, so I'll just, like, sit down, right? I'll just chill while you guys
Yeah.
Fight.
Just like sit down.
Okay.
You can maybe get some water. Can I get a hug?
Yeah, I'll give you a hug, man.
Yeah,
That'd be
man.
Great.
Can I roll for hug? What is that?
You got to do a love check. A bro love check.
Love check, baby, love check.
For what it's worth, I rolled a 9.
You give him a hug. You don't have to roll for it. He's already your
Okay.
pal. He believes
Great.
you. So you guys hug.
Hug. Yeah. We're good.
Nice.
I'm glad
big-
you showed us.
Nice big hug.
Yeah.
He's like, that's nice.
Yeah. See?
I like
We didn't have to fight. This is like we all had these nights where like we drink a little too
Mhm.
much and we get kind of like in our heads and we feel like we have something to prove, and this isn't the way. Not always, at least. Sometimes like it's the only way, but right now it's not. I just want you to know that.
So he's
This
like,
is
yeah, I believe you. You know what? I'm just gonna go over to the edge and just look at the clouds. You want to do that with me?
yeah, let's go over there. Let's look
Okay.
at the clouds.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, so that's Barbarian 4.
Yeah.
So, he can't move over there until. So keep in
Yeah.
mind, folks, those who are watching, every round of turns is 6 seconds in the world of this game. So basically, on his next round, so Barbarian number 4 is friends with D Sam. Cool. So he's your friend. So that's a note to if he's still
Awesome.
alive. On his next turn, he's gonna want to like hold hands with you and walk towards the edge and look at the.
That
pretty
sounds
clouds.
good. I'll hold hands with him all night.
Excellent. Well, you've already moved. You can still attack.
Okay. Okay, I can still attack.
Yes.
Hang on.
If you
Help!
want. Keep in mind, I think you're the only good one on the party. But again, these like character elements are fluid, so they don't have. you
Yeah,
can
I haven't
change.
attacked yet. Here's the thing. I have a different spell that's not a it's not a fire spell. It's prestidigitation.
That's right. I remember you.
Yeah,
doing that.
and that is just
Fun
kind of like
spell.
a distracting thing. So how far away are they?
Are you talking about the other barbarians?
Yeah.
Okay, so they are approximately, so from you,
Mhm.
it would be about 5, 10, 15, 20, about 20 feet this one from you, and then 25, about 25 feet this one, and 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, about 50 feet this one.
Okay. What if I walk 5 feet towards? Oh, I can't.
You've already moved.
I've already
I just
moved,
want,
okay.
Sorry about interrupting you. I just want to, because you did move from here over to give this guy a hug.
Gotcha.
So.
All right, so I'm out of range for that spell, and I don't want to hurt anyone right now.
Okay.
Not right now.
You want to keep your friend?
So
And then,
yeah, it's-
so this barbarian, so he looks at you, he's like, hey, by the way, my name's Blue.
hey, Blue.
What's your name?
My name's Sam.
Thanks. Thanks for being my friend. I'm Blue the Barbarian. So
Absolutely.
that's Blue.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's the end of your turn, Donegal Sam. Azuki, what would you like to do?
Um,
By the way, this guy's sitting down right now, so he sits
Awesome.
until
Yeah.
he gets up to walk to the edge.
I'm gonna run up to the one that's in front of me. Because I don't want to distract Sam's friend.
Blue.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
so
He needs a
you're
moment.
gonna go to
That dude.
over this one.
No, that one. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna run
So-
up to him.
Okay.
Kind of do like a fun, fancy twirl with my quarterstaff.
Excellent. So you're flipping
Yeah.
a head spin, and then you're okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
So you're right
Sound
there.
effects and everything.
Excellent. Just this badass monk acrobatics twirl. And now you're in front of him. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna hit him with my quarterstaff.
Excellent. So he
If
has
I
an
roll.
AC of 13.
I got a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, 21.
Hell yeah. Roll for damage.
So it's 1d6. Like, so I'm only curious just because I've never used D&D Beyond.
Uh-huh.
So there's two bludgeoning things underneath my quarterstaff. There's a 1d6 plus 2, or there's a 1d8 plus 2.
Looking at
There's
yours.
like a faded little tiny one underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming I do the 1d6, but I
Cool.
don't know what the 1d8 means.
That's what I would assume, but let me go ahead. I'm opening up
Mhm.
your character sheet
Okay.
so I can look at it precisely, so I know what you're talking about. So Azuki, viewing character sheet.
Quarterstaff and the damage.
Okay, so your quarterstaff damage. So simple or versatile? Is that what you're looking at?
Well, no, there's under the damage. You see that there's two different dice I can use.
Yes. So 1d6.
What's the 1d8 for?
A 1d. Okay, so this one.
Mhm.
See what?
Exactly. I've
Yeah,
never.
I'm a little confused with that. 1 second.
I mean, I can stick with just the 1d6. One hand versus two hand? Maybe.
I think it's if you do 2 hits, like if you
Oh, because
like
with
you know.
monks, you could do the 2 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Uh,
don't think I can do that.
you
yet.
got a natural 20 though.
No, I got a natural.
One-handed versus two-handed. Thank you very much, JJ87. So was that one-handed or two-handed? Whatever you choose.
I'll
Two-handed?
do two-handed.
It was a
yeah.
natural 20, so yeah.
No,
Hell
it's
yeah.
it's not a natural 20. It was 21.
Oh, it's 21? But still.
Yeah.
Yeah, two-handed.
No.
So let's do 1d8 plus 2.
Okay. I got 10.
Excellent. So you did 10 damage to this barbarian. Let's see what I have is down. There's HP.
And make sure I like clunk
10?
him on the
Wow.
head. Yeah.
Excellent. So he had 15 points. Now he's down to 5. So now
That's about-
he's more than half dead.
Just imagine her doing like some like really cool twirl up to him, and then all of a sudden she just walks up there and just goes like bonk.
And he has a huge quarterstaff dent in his forehead. All thanks to Azuki. Excellent. Good job, Azuki. Anything else you'd like to do?
Up just a little.
Excellent. Oh, you're there. You want to stay there, right?
No, I'll back up a little.
Back up a little bit. Okay, cool.
I'll
so
use
you're able
my
to, because you're a monk.
disengage.
So you're disengaged. So 5 feet or 10 feet.
That's good. That's
Okay.
fine.
Cool.
I don't want to be
Alright.
like in his face.
Excellent. So now it's Hux's turn. So Hux is still over here in the corner here, kind of ganged up on at the moment. Luckily, he's been able to slide out of trouble, but he has got hit a little bit because Hux currently has 6 HP. What
little
would you like
bit.
to do, Hux?
So I'd like to arm my crossbow bolt and just aim right for the center of somebody's chest.
Any of them? This one or the one right here? That's like right up in your face.
Right up in my face. Still don't like his face.
This one? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're gonna fire your crossbow at him. Okay. So you have to hit. So keep in mind you're really close.
Yeah.
So this would be at disadvantage.
Oh.
Since you're
Well, then I wanna
literally
use-
side by side to him.
Well, then that makes me reconsider everything.
Do
How
you have any
about-
melee weapons?
Yeah,
You wouldn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
disadvantage on melee weapons.
How about spear?
Spear? Yeah, go for it.
Here, I'm gonna pierce this guy I'm gonna go spear fishing for
13
barbarians.
armor class.
Yeah, okay. I get a +2.
Bob.
19 plus 2, 21, unnatural.
Yeah, you definitely hit him. Roll for damage.
Oh, well, I rolled it again. All right, that's gonna be 1d6, and that's piercing damage.
Piercing damage, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
1d6. So wait, what was your roll? Sorry.
I didn't roll yet.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
I was just saying it's. I'm rolling a d6.
Sorry. Couldn't understand.
6.
Hell yeah, 6. Okay, cool. So he goes down from 15 down to 9. 15, 9. Okay, excellent. So do you want to describe that attack?
I skewer him right in the gut.
Oh,
It's that simple.
I fucking stab him.
I stab him.
fucking saddle.
There's a reason I carry large shivs. Back off, sir.
He backs up from getting stabbed. So that's what happens to him. Yeah, so he got stabbed.
And I say, back, I say. And I change back into myself at this
Okay,
point.
excellent. So
Want them
yeah,
to
so
see
you
what's
you were
coming.
the barbarian clone. Yeah, look-alike at first. Yeah.
We are not clones, friend.
Sorry. Look-alike. Yeah.
I'll forgive it this time.
Okay.
Can I, since I didn't move yet, well, I
can
still
still
have
move.
some. I do have another barbarian adjacent to me, though, which means he would get an attack of opportunity, no?
This one right here.
Yeah.
You're saying would you get an opportunity or he get an opportunity?
No,
to
he
attack?
would, wouldn't he?
He
If I
would.
move- Yeah.
But well, the thing is that like you're still like all you have to do is pivot and turn. So he really wouldn't
okay.
have advantage on you at all.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, what if I backed up one closer to the baluster of the ship? Like one behind to the yes, to there.
Okay.
And then perhaps I could do another acrobatics check to flip along the baluster 2 more spaces to get further out of his way.
Okay, sure. So you're gonna be hanging off the ship.
No, I'm going to be prancing across the baluster, taunting him as I go.
Oh, okay, cool. Go for it. The DC check on that, since you guys are moving like at a good pace, it's not like super fast, but it's not super slow. So it's a moderate DC check of 15.
Okay. Here we go. I get a +2. 14 plus 2, 16.
16. Excellent. So you succeed. So you are now on the edge.
Do a jig.
my friend.
Good jig. Oh. Nice and
Reminds you of
simple. Those are the best jigs. Oh, here we go.
I don't know how to jig with my arms, but look at my sleeves. Oh.
I just stabbed myself with my pencil.
Remember the strawberries and cream guy? Strawberries and cream.
Berries and cream.
Yeah, berries and cream. That's what it was.
Oh.
That's what I pictured.
If you get too close, I'll give you a little prick.
They all hate you. Especially the guy that
I
you
have that
stabbed.
effect on the jokes.
He hates you. Just like, fuck this guy.
Did you hear me, Dash?
What's
I said I have that effect on jocks.
Oh! That's all right. These are basically fantasy jocks. They all have medieval Abercrombie and Fitch on.
I call them that for short because they're sword jockeys in my book.
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hi, Hannah. Yeah. Excellent. Okay.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Really quickly, I yell across the entire battle to Donegal Sam. Are we at least 5% increased on the fun?
It's like at a 45 right now.
Excellent. 5 more to go.
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. Nice turn, Hux. Hey, Hannah Steele. How's it going? My fave tattoo artist / friend is in the chat. How's it going, Hannah? Okay, so now Hux is done. Now it's back to the first barbarian, which is the one that has not been stabbed, but it really hates Hux. He's gonna try to get towards you, go closer to you, and he's gonna try to swing at you. Now keep in mind you're in a nimble place here, so he's gonna roll with disadvantage, okay? But you have to roll an athletics saving throw in order not to fall off.
I do have a question.
Yes.
So part of the acrobatics check, I was hoping to move 2 spaces, so I mean he still can get to me, but was I not able to move across across the baluster that way? Yeah, if you push it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still. I mean, he still can get up towards you.
Oh no, not that way. The other way, friend. Sorry. Yeah, I was trying to. Yeah, I was trying to retreat from him a little bit.
Still within reach for him.
Of course.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for clarifying. And sorry about that. So with that, he's gonna roll with disadvantage. And he's also blinded by rage because he's not using the barbarian classic rage. He's just kind of just foolish right now. Because he just dislikes you a lot.
He should be glad he's only blinded by rage because I almost had him with that splashy acid.
Yes. So you have to roll a dexterity saving throw because you're gonna dodge him, and you're gonna have the advantage on that. But the thing, you're not gonna roll twice that. You have to roll twice. You have to roll to save yourself not to fall off of the ship. So first off, the attack. So he's gonna go up to you and swing a sword. Let's roll disadvantage. First roll is 6. Second roll is 10, and his 6 plus 3 is 9, and you have 14, so he doesn't hit. Now, Hux, you have to roll your dexterity saving throw, which right now, as I said, it's a moderate saving throw. It's a moderate DC check.
All right.
Not to.
I get a
fall off.
+2 on dex checks. Okay, well that's an 8 plus 2 is a 10.
Okay.
No,
That's not enough.
I know.
So what happens is that you fall. You don't fall off the boat, off of the ship though. What happens is that you are now hanging by your hands, and your tippy toes are in the clouds. Ah, shit. Your tippy toes are in the clouds, and now you're hanging onto the ship. So.
And I just a little help here.
So you're close to being amongst the clouds.
I didn't fall. I misplaced my step. Help.
Okay. Well, that was the barbarian's turn. Now it is the let's see here. Other barbarian, which is the one.
The scary one.
So it's gonna be.
You're both scary, okay?
Yes. So let's see, B2. So this one. So that's not blue. That is this one. The one that got stabbed. He's gonna go up, and he's gonna see how far he has to reach to hit you. So now he's going to throw his javelin at you to try to knock you off. You did kind of fall about 5 feet from the edge. So you're hanging on to it, and it's just like you have to crawl up a little bit in order to get back on top. So he's trying to throw his javelin down to try to get you. And he's going to roll disadvantage though, because 2 reasons. 1, it's a little far. 3, his alcohol is starting to set in a little more, and he's starting to get a little bit more drunk. So his precision's off. So he's going to roll his javelin attack, and it's a +3. And he's going to say, "This is for stabbing me, you asshole." So this is a 9. That's the first roll. 17 on the second roll. He's going to take the 9 plus 3 is 12. So 12 to Hux's. It misses. Your AC is 14. He throws his javelin. He loses it. He can't use his javelin anymore. So, because it's gone. Because he had 1 left. No jav. Okay, cool. That's that barbarian's turn.
Happy day.
Barbarian number 3, which is near Azuki. he's going to turn around towards Azuki, and he's going to try to attack her. And he's going to try to attack her with his sword. So he has a +3 to his attack. To 6 plus 3 is 9. Azuki's AC is 12. That's a miss. So you totally dodge it very awesomely. You probably
I wink at him.
You do like 3 somersaults in the air to dodge it, and you land, and you give him a wink. So it was pretty badass. Excellent. So that barbarian is done. The next barbarian, which is Blue. Blue. he gets up. He's like, that was a nice sit. Okay. Sam, let's go to the edge. So he starts walking. 1, 2, sorry, coming around here. 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's about towards the edge. He's like, come on, Donegal. It's so lovely and pretty. And I think one of your friends is hanging off towards the edge there. So he was waiting there patiently for his new friend, Donegal Sam. He chooses not to attack. And now it is Kelp's turn.
So, Blue is the barbarian that I tried to attack, or didn't attack, but like I tried to pick up and throw earlier, right? It's not another
Yeah.
one?
He's
Okay.
now Donegal Sam's friend. Keep in mind, your friend is also hanging off of the ship.
Kelp is like doing this thing where she's looking at the barbarian because her ego's really bruised and she wants to kick his ass, but then she's like looking at Hux and she's looking at... So she throws her hands up because she's super frustrated, and she walks over to Hux and is ready to help him out.
So up to Hux? Okay. So
Yeah.
what's your speed?
Oh, good question. Where is my speed?
So in D&D Beyond...
There it is. I have a walking 30 feet speed.
Walking 30 feet? Okay, so that's 6 spaces.
Okay.
So you're right here. So you're going to walk towards Hux. So it's 1, 2... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is as close as you can get. Which is
Okay.
right there.
How long's my trident?
Your trident is about... It can extend up to 10 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to pull my trident out and extend it to him. So
That'd be
that
enough
he
to
can
get down.
grab onto.
Yeah. Because this would be 5 feet. I count diagonals as well. So 5 feet and then 5 enough feet. I mean, granted, you're like reaching. You're reaching real far. But it's
Okay.
within reach for him.
As I'm doing it, I'm just screaming at Hux, I fucking hate you.
We're going to all have to have a talk about combat strategy after this. I'll try not to take it personally.
So if that reaches, Kelp's just like attempting to grab him and pull him back up. If I need to roll anything for that.
Excellent. Cool. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Granted, you can't really attack. You can if you can do something with one hand. Granted, you will have disadvantage later when Hux tries to pull up because you'll have less strength because you're going to be holding on with one hand as opposed to 2. Like if you take like something and shoot with a crossbow or something, you're going to have all of his weight on one hand.
I would love to throw a dagger.
Okay, cool. So
My
you're going to hang
dagger.
on with one hand and try it.
Yes.
You're like, fuck Huck's chances.
Yeah.
I'm a badass. I can pull it with one arm, like Christian Bale in Batman Begins. Just do a curl flex.
Where to me?
What's already done? So then you're gonna throw a dagger. Okay, cool.
Okay.
What's your dagger? Because you have a dagger, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So roll that, and you're rolling it to throw it like the closest one.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a dagger. It's pretty close. If you're throwing it, though, you're going to get disadvantage.
Okay,
Because
so
it's
just...
range. If you're going to just stab him, you can just roll normal.
I was about to say, is he close enough for me to stab him?
Yep, he's right there. You can just stab
Let's
him.
do it. All right, I'm rolling for it then.
Okay, cool. You have to get at least a 13. altogether.
What am I rolling for? So I rolled a 12, and I'm not sure what the plus is for this one. Is it
So it's whatever your attack bonus is.
the attack one? Okay, I wasn't sure since it was a one-handed weapon. But my attack bonus is, oh my gosh, where did it go?
So
I'm pretty
attack
sure it's
bonus
plus.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. I'm pretty sure it is.
Whatever it says hit/DC next to dagger. That's
Oh,
what it'd be.
okay.
Yeah. Whatever that
Perfect.
is, just add that to your D20 roll.
I believe it's +2.
Okay. And then what was your D20?
I rolled a 12, so 14 total. Sorry,
14
that took
total?
so
Okay,
long.
cool. So 14 total. It does hit because it's a 13 armor class. So you totally hit that barbarian, that butt-barian. So that one currently had 5. So roll damage. So the next roll, winged, would be the damage roll next to the hit/DC roll would be, so like for instance, in yours, looking at your character sheet, Kelp viewing. Okay, so dagger, it'd be a 1d4 plus 2. So it's one of those little triangles.
Got it.
Roll that and add 2 to it.
Okay. And 8, I believe, would be.
8, 6. So what was it? Sorry.
Right, the triangles.
Yep, one of the triangle dice.
Great, awesome. I believe I rolled an 8, if that's correct. Does that sound right?
So yours would be a 1d4
Or
plus
I rolled a 6, so.
Oh, it would be a d4. It'd be like this, like looks like Triforce or something. Like,
I'm holding it up to you.
You rolled a 6 with this?
No, I'm sorry. Okay, now I need someone to explain to me what the triangle, how I'm supposed to roll a triangle.
So you probably rolled a 4 and added 2. So it totals.
Is it
right?
is it the top? It's the top number. Now I'm seeing it. I was adding the sides because I'm an idiot. I rolled a fucking 3. Thank you for bearing with me, everybody.
It's okay. You're not an idiot. So
Welcome to my show. It's about me.
No, it's okay. It's about all of us, each of us.
Okay.
And now it's about you right now. So it's totally
3 plus 2 is 5, I believe. Then
5.
That
Cool.
makes more sense.
So you did 5 damage to him. So that.
Grandma's taking notes.
So that barbarian, let's see, that one was nearest you. So let's see here, 3 plus 2 is 5. So he gets stabbed in the kidneys, like in the intestines right here, and he's dead.
Awesome.
Rip.
And he dead. You killed him. So good job. Keep in mind though, you have one hand on that trident that's holding
Yep.
that Hux is reaching for.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. Excellent job though on killing that barbarian.
Thank you.
Hell
Good
yeah.
job! Go team!
Got one.
Got him!
Okay, so Kelp's turn is done. Great job, Kelp. Now it is Donegal Sam's turn. Donegal
All
Sam
right.
is right here.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Who of these barbarians would you say is the sleepiest?
Probably your friend there, Mr. Blue.
He's the sleepiest? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about him. I feel like he has been neutralized.
Also,
who's the
this one. This one was stabbed, so he's probably the coldest because he's losing
He's the
blood.
coldest?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
probably not sleepy, but he's cold right now.
him!
Maybe eventually sleep forever, but he's the coldest right now.
He's the coldest? Okay. And he's about 30 feet away?
Probably more than that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, about 35 to 40 feet.
Okay. Let's see. Here, okay. Just to see if it works, let's go up to blue. Let's go to blue.
At the edge there? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm gonna go to blue.
5, 10, 15. Close to the edge or right behind him?
Just right behind him.
Okay,
And I'm gonna do this prestidigitation
excellent.
to blue.
So what does that do
And-
again for everybody?
Okay, for everybody, how I'm gonna use it it's gonna create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect. So what I am gonna use is it's gonna create what's gonna sound like very gentle violin music, like just in his ear. And then like that's just gonna like get him to fall asleep. That's what I want to do.
What's the roll on that?
It's a utility.
Okay.
So,
And it's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the audience and anybody doesn't know, cantrip's a spell that Jay can, that Donegal Sam could just whip out, and he doesn't need any preparation. He can use it as many times as he wants on any given turn.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's a 0. Yeah. Cantrip is create bonfire, but this is a 0. It's like I don't need it doesn't fill up.
Just use a spell spot.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't. I need to
I'm
roll.
so glad you're further neutralizing him, friend. What an excellent attack strategy.
I'd like to imagine that Donegal
I'm
Sam
being
is
sarcastic.
explaining everybody in character in the world what the spell's about
Yeah.
to do.
Listen,
To the guy right behind that he's about to do it. Assok is hanging.
and it works because I'm in between both of them, right? So I'm gonna just create some gentle violin music, and it's gonna soothe both of them.
Is this gonna put Azuki to sleep though? Because you're right next to Azuki.
What if I whisper to Zuki, cover your ears?
You could do that.
Yeah, Zuki.
Okay, so Azuki covers her ears.
I feel like I should be used to his shit. Like I've known him for a while.
Yeah, exactly. You know about a month. So basically, you're doing what Khorvaire does in Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm doing a Clefairy right now.
Khorvaire. Okay, cool. So
Okay.
you're gonna Khorvaire them. Go for
I'm
it. And they just
Khorvaire them.
there's no. Does it say that they can do any saving throws?
It's no, actually. There's no saving throw, so it's
So
kind
they
of instantaneous.
they just fall asleep. Excellent. Cool. Do it.
Yeah.
Man.
Since they're drunk, I feel like this is kind of easing them into sleep.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure.
Yeah.
This would be way more successful compared to them being sober.
Yeah.
Cool. So they do it and they just cast it, my friend.
All right, I'm gonna cast it. Press the digitation.
Cool. So
How
now
do you cast it?
they're asleep. I'm gonna take this one away. You guys can loot him later. He's over here and he's dead.
The
these ones
duration
are
is
asleep
1
though.
hour, by the way.
What's that?
The duration is 1 hour.
Okay, cool. So that's So they're gonna be asleep for a long time. So they're asleep. These guys are not dead. These guys are asleep. Okay, good job, Donegal Sam. Anything else? So, are you gonna go cuddle with Blue?
I think he's good. I can't really do much more right now. I've already moved and did my. Nah, I'm good. I'm done.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good job, Donegal. Now it is Azuki's turn.
So if he's passed out, do I have to roll?
If he's do you want to attack him?
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna kill him so he
Yeah.
doesn't wake up and try to hurt us.
uh,
Zuki likes murder.
she likes murder. No, you can totally. You have. So you would roll. 1 second. Let me mark the other one. So Blue's asleep,
I have
and so is
advantage?
Barbarian number 1. Sleep, and yeah, this one's sleep too. Sleep. So you would roll with advantage, and you would roll for advantage, and whatever's the maximum damage that you can do, that's what you do if you succeed.
Okay.
So it's a pretty easy roll killing someone in their sleep. So, but keep in mind he has a 13 armor class.
Okay, I rolled, my highest dice was a 18, so then it's a +2, so.
You definitely hit. Now, what's the maximum damage
Oh no,
that
it's
you
a
would do?
+4.
+4.
If I was gonna do the two-hand quarterstaff, it's a D8 +2, so 10.
So yeah, you would.
Bash his skull.
So let's see here. That one was this one, right? The one that's closest to
Yeah.
you. Okay, so that one was Barbarian number 1. Okay, so that one had full HP. So that one does a 10. So now he's down to 5 in his sleep. So good job. So he's 2/3 dead in his sleep.
Keep hanging on, Hux.
Which,
Good
Would you like
job!
to do anything else? Keep in
I'm
mind,
gonna
okay?
go towards Hux.
Yes, you can help people
Yeah.
out too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use my disengage. I have a dash.
Yes.
And then I can also, I have a help too. I don't know what the difference between a help is.
A health?
It says help.
Oh, help. Yeah, so in help,
Oh, I can click on
you
it.
can help one creature with a task, giving that
okay.
giving that creature advantage. So what
Oh.
you would do by helping Wing It, helping Kelp, is that you would give her advantage on that next
Okay.
in the next ability check.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. So you're walking up to her, and you would only be able to dash if you didn't, unless your like your monk abilities say otherwise. Normally, if you attack, you can't dash at the same
Okay.
time.
Yeah, it's an
you'd have
action
to
income.
sacrifice an attack to run twice as
Okay.
fast as you can. Unless
Okay, yeah.
monks are different though. Monks would be special. So
We're all bouncy and
yeah,
shit.
very bouncy. So you're walking up. So and your speed's 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. So you're right here. You right here? You got more
Yeah.
space to move if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're right next to her, and you want to help Kelp on her next turn, right?
Yeah. Pull him up.
Cool. Okay, good turn. Excellent. All right, now it is Hux's turn.
Oh boy!
He's been hanging there the whole time.
Do your arms hurt?
Technically this was my fault, so I guess it's equal punishment, but I will remember it!
So Hux, you have yet to grab onto the trident yet. So now
Correct.
if you want that trident, you have to roll to grab that trident. So this would be precision. So you have to roll dexterity for this.
You're gonna make me roll in this
specific-
position!
Specifically, this would be 1 second. Go ahead and do an acrobatics check on this.
Excellent! I'm not gonna switch the camera this time. I hope that's okay, chat.
It's fine. It's totally fine. I believe you.
Oh, I rolled an 8. I mean, that's with the mod. So.
Well, the DC was it was pretty close to you, so it was a 10.
Okay.
So that's an easy DC. So you miss on the first one.
Okay.
I kind of this reminds me of Doc Brown at the end of Back to the Future, hanging on to the clock
Almost
tower.
down to the outfit.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's your kids, Marty.
Damn, where's that kid? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, you're just hanging like the clock tower, like Doc Brown. So, yeah, excellent.
As long as this baby's not going 88, we're good.
You'll see some serious shit. Cool. So is there anything else you'd like to do, Hux?
Oh God. I mean, since I'm not going to attack anybody, can I try to pull myself up?
Yeah, you can try to do that because you're still hanging on to the ship, so you can try to pull
Yeah.
yourself up.
Oh,
So
yeah, I gotta
this
do
would be,
that.
are you trying to reach for something or are you just trying to muscle it up?
Oh, I mean, I'm on the baluster, so I guess I should try to reach for another one and you get a better leverage. Or wrap my arm around this way.
Okay.
Just pretend there's still gravity.
Okay, yeah, there's a few things you can grab. So
Okay.
that would be an athletics check.
Okay.
So what you would roll in order to get further up would be an athletics check.
Okay.
And then that DC, so that would be it's pretty close to you, so I'm gonna say it's a 10 DC. You have to get a
Okay.
10.
Get a little more clouds in here for us. I'm
What
not gonna
about-
switch the camera. I have a fog machine behind me. I'm using it for the clouds. 18!
Okay,
It's
cool.
a-
So you
It's a 0 mod, so that was natural.
excellent. What was with the mods? Like 20, 22?
No, plus 0 for athletics.
Oh, you.
So I'm on my own.
So yeah, you do well. You reach up further, which means on your next try to get the trident's like right next to your head now. It's like
Perfect.
right here to grab. So it'd be a very easy thing. If anything, you can now just grab onto it because it's not within like any challenge of trying to like grab onto it. So
I've got better leverage on the ship now.
So now you have one hand better leverage on the ship and one hand on the trident. Now it depends on if it's able to pull you up though. So we'll see what happens with Kelp and Azuki working together and hoofing it, getting you up there. Okay, cool. That is Hux's turn. So now it is Barbarian, one of the Barbarians' turn, who is asleep. He just...
Sleeps. What does he dream about?
So he's
Genie.
asleep. He can't do anything. So now it is the one Barbarian that's closest to Hux's turn. This one was stabbed. So keep in mind, he's been losing damage. So he was at a 9 HP. Now he's at a 5. So he only has 5 HP because he's been bleeding because he got stabbed. So he's going to go over closer to Hux and try to swing his sword at him. So when he swings his sword, it's within reach. And it's over the board, so it's going to be a disadvantage for him, especially since he's drunk. So he's swinging from right here. So he's going to swing at Hux. He's swinging disadvantage. So here we go. Hux's AC is a 14. So first roll is a 12. Second roll is an 11. So he takes the 11. 11 plus 3 is 14. 14 is the AC of Hux. So now he's going to roll damage. So here we go. Damage is for his sword. It is a 1d6. So here we go. It's a 5. What's your HP, Hux?
I'm good.
You are down to 1 HP, my friend.
Oh no.
Better than 0. Donegal, I blame you. Stop playing with your friend.
Holy shit.
Shh. Blue's trying to sleep.
Oh, shut up already. Blue can bite me.
Okay, yikes. Here we go. Okay, that's Barbarian number 2's turn. Now it's Blue's turn, who is also asleep. So, fuck it, he can't do anything. I love Donegal, Sam.
I hope he's dreaming about Sam.
Sam, Donegal. I want to hug Donegal, Sam.
So
Hang on, Hux. And poop, as Anka says. Evie and Claire say. So, okay. So, that he's dreamed about Donegal Sam. So, that's his whole turn. And now it's back to Kelp's turn. So, Kelp now has the help of Azuki with the trident right here being held down for the 1 HP, hanging for his life. Hux. So, what do, Kelp?
All right, I just want to use everything we got and pull his dum-dum ass up. He's on the trident now, right?
Yeah. So he has a hold of the trident. He just got hit by a sword.
Yeah.
So-
I just want to yank him up and over the banister.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he
I
gets.
approve of this.
So you have the help of Azuki. So that means your roll, it's gonna be an athletics roll.
Okay.
And you're gonna be rolling with advantage. So you roll a d20 twice and take the higher roll.
Okay.
And add your bonus too. So
Okay, my highest was a 20 plus 4.
You had a natural 20.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
happy
So
day!
you
I got you, buddy.
What happens is
I got you, you fucking idiot.
Hey. Just drew the fire of 3 out of 4 of these idiots.
Flipping him this way, and he ends up just flying back. He's
is
now back
back.
on the
I
ship.
turn around and I high five Kelp.
He's now, you got to get up first, sir.
Okay.
He got thrown back. That was a huge pull by those two. Thank Kelp and Azuki, because they really saved your butt, and they just flung you. Yeah, exactly.
Beefy girls.
You, Kelp and Azuki are your heroes.
They
So
are.
good job, Kelp.
Drinks
is there
are
anything
on
you'd like
me
to
for
say?
the next week. I point to both of them and then I want to walk up to Donegal Sam real quick. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I walk up to Sam and I smack him.
Oh,
Well, hold on.
Don't you ever leave a friend
do that on
hanging
your next
again.
turn because you're really far away from him.
Fine, but now you know it's coming.
It's coming. It's coming though. Is there anything you'd like to say, Kelp?
Oh yeah, don't ever fucking do that again, you stupid dum-dum. Who flies over a banister?
I
Dances.
didn't do it on purpose.
Well,
I
it
just want to
looked
let you
like
know that you
did.
looked really cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for the positivity, Zuki.
You have free drinks for 2 weeks, my dear.
Wow, what a turn. That was great. 1 second. I gotta adjust Kelp's camera here. There we go. That's better. Okay, cool. Okay, all right, moving forward. So it was an excellent turn from Kelp with the help of Azuki, flinging Hux over like a sack of potatoes over. But hey, he's safe now. He only has 1 HP, but that's okay. But now he is out of harm's way next to Sleeping Barbarian. And now it is Donegal Sam's turn.
Okay. So we have one barbarian left.
Yep, one that's awake.
One that's awake. How far away from me is he?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
30. Okay. And then prestidigitation. I kind of have a feeling I can't use again. Can I?
Does it say you can?
Casting time, 1 action. Duration, 1 hour. Since it's already working on the 2
Yeah, 'cause
barbarians.
it's only
I
been
can't-
a few minutes technically in game.
Yeah, so I can't use that again. We're gonna take a different approach with this dude. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay right where I am and shoot a fucking firebolt at him.
Do you say anything else? Because keep in mind, these two are in the path of the fireball.
Oh, they are? Okay,
Yes.
well let's.
If you're shooting at him, yeah.
Let's get out of their way then. Let's try. Okay, it's like get out of the way, and then
Duck, yeah.
duck, and yeah, we're just gonna.
Cool. So do you guys duck, Azuki
Yes.
and Kelp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm mainly just
Cool.
trying to tip him over the edge, hoping he can at least like trip and then fall over the side or something.
Gotcha. So they
Or
duck.
if he bursts, what's that?
I was saying they duck, so you don't have to worry about them unless
Okay, good.
unless you get like a critical fail. That's the
Oh,
only time
no.
you have to worry about this.
All right. Well. Okay.
So go ahead and shoot your fireball when you're ready.
All right. It's a 10.
It's a 10. Okay.
Yeah.
He has an AC of 14, so it misses.
Misses.
It goes shooting into the pretty little fluffy clouds
Damn it.
and burns a hole through one of them.
This
and
is
makes
what
you-
happens when I don't try to reason with people.
You throw fireballs and they just go whizzing into the
And they
clouds.
just whiz out. Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Real quick, Barrel Braids wanted to know that she was confused as why that was Hux's fault. Hux, do you have a defense in that? Of Barrel Braids wants to know why that was Hux's fault of you on hanging off of the edge of the boat.
Well, I would like to know the same.
It just seemed like something he would do.
Also,
She's fair there. She's fair.
Taviter said some people just want to watch the world burn. Guess that includes Donegal Sam. He just throws fireballs
Not
at
really.
clouds.
I'm just clearly I don't. Must not have wanted it.
Well,
enough.
good thing you guys are going back to Arcanix. You're on your way back to school, so maybe.
Talk about a place I want to see burn. Okay, so with the remaining part of my turn, I want to go over to Hux.
Okay. So it's what's your speed? 30 feet?
It's 25.
25?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. That's close enough, Tom.
All right, and I want to give him a big hug. And then-
Don't you have any healing spells?
None equipped. I'm afraid. No.
Really? I thought you had a cantrip that was a healing spell.
Nah, my cantrip is create bonfire.
It'd just be
maybe-
really.
I can make dinner if everyone wants.
I just wanted him to have the healing spell and then just not use it.
The one person with the healing.
You want to use your healing spell? Nah, man, I'm
Nah,
I,
nah,
don't know
he's
why
good.
I thought like both Donegal, Sam, and Hux each had like at least one healing thing they could do, but I guess
I
not.
do.
Neither of us do.
I do, but I don't know if it applies to me yet. I guess we can cover that on my turn.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. So you give him a big, nice hug, right?
No, I
Big,
resist
nice
it.
hug.
So he resists the hug.
I would like
With-
like to take this attack of opportunity to smack him across the face.
So he smacks
I want to
you,
block.
and he blocks it.
Block it.
You gonna make him roll for that?
Okay, well first we gotta roll for that hug. So
All right, roll for hug.
we gotta backtrack. We gotta be fair.
Okay.
They've gotten really thorough in
that
Eberron.
a dex-
It's an
is
easy
that a
DC, so you
dexterity
need a
throw?
5.
I'm resisting.
So,
I rolled a 14.
so- what was your saving throw, Brent? Or Jaws? What was your saving throw, Jaws? Hux.
When? What saving throw?
To his hug, and that would
Oh,
be
oh.
a strength check.
Okay, let's see. Plus 0 on that one. Let's see.
So he hugs you successfully.
17.
Oh,
I
so,
resist.
so you
Oh,
resist
no.
it. You resist it.
Yeah, I do.
You resist the hug.
So is it like one of those rigid things? He doesn't hug back, and I just hug him like this.
He kind of like, I don't know. It's up to you, Jaws. How do you resist it? He says, since you were successful?
Guys! Oh, hold on. I'm not. You can't see me from my reaction. I go, get out of here! You're gonna hug me?
Like,
And I say, I'm so glad you're safe.
Am I upsetting the dog, Kelp?
hey Angus. So yeah, so you resist the hug.
It's okay.
Excellent. Now it is Azuki's turn.
There's the guy that's still standing.
Okay, so.
Oh wait, there's the guy that's on the ground that I got to like 5.
Yeah, he's got 5
I'll
left.
do that again.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna move towards him, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Then-
good? Is that good for you?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and you have advantage, and if you
So-
succeed, you get full damage on him.
I got a natural 20.
Okay, so what's your full damage?
10.
Okay, so you obliterate him in his sleep. He's dead.
She gets like just like a muah, like.
Yeah.
Or no, she kind of just like giggles to herself. That's what she does. Just like
It's kind of she giggles, and if you guys seen the episode of Walking Dead when Stephen Young's character gets killed by the guy with the bat, with Lucille, the barbed wire bat. Have you seen that one?
I know what you're talking about.
So basically, it's this guy who just smashes this guy's head in with a bat, and it's so hard it's just mush afterwards. That's what Azuki just did to this guy who's
Dean
asleep.
Morgan. That's that actor's name.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Okay.
and,
Yeah.
and she laughs.
Yeah.
Okay, well he's done. Cool.
Just murdering.
Let's see here. Oh yes, Nightbot. PP is allowed. I'm gonna allow that. Someone, Johnny V2207 tried to write PP pants, and Nightbot is like, that's naughty.
Get outta
I
here.
allowed it.
Get
DM
out of
only.
here.
I allow PP pants.
Okay.
PP pants is allowed. Anybody? So you know you can write PP pants, and I will allow it as a DM. Okay, cool.
Also,
Zuki, excellent
Ronald.
job.
Their name is Ronald.
Ronald. Don't forget, Ronald is downstairs sleeping in his cabin. Okay, so now is Hux's turn.
Just entering the codes. I'd like to. Well, I guess I'm standing since Donegal just, tried to wrap me into a hug. Yes. Or was he doing that leaning down?
Yeah, you are standing now.
Oh, I stood up. Okay.
Yeah, you're standing now.
And then 1, 2. What's my speed?
Here. What is your speed?
My speed is not 30 feet. So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So yeah,
I'd like
this
to
Barbarian
walk.
And this one is
Yeah.
sleep.
No, I don't care about the one who's asleep. I'm gonna walk over. I want to stand just for us down screen of Kelp right there. So I would only go 2 spaces. Nope. Sorry. There you go. And I want to acid splash this guy in his face. I'm not done with that.
If you went in his face, you'd have to yell at him first.
Hey, goat cheese!
So he turns around. Now he's facing you.
Excellent.
his name.
And this time I actually know where my modifier is, so my roll won't be so low.
Nice. So he has an AC of 13.
Excellent. Oh my gosh, it's so trippy. Okay, there we go. So which way? So if I'm using this as an attack, so I've got a modifier +2, but then it says, oh, spell attack +4. Dang it, I should have done 10 damage to that other guy. That's okay.
We learning.
Yeah, that's
Remember, you only have 1 HP right now, Hux.
Oh, I remember. Oh.
Tape Fighter says, acid to the face. This seems like a hate crime. I don't know. No comment.
That's a 3.
3
+2, so 5.
+2, so 5.
Yeah, so I guess what happens?
Nothing. It literally you acid splash and it just falls in the middle of you guys, like right
It
here.
goes
Like
very weak.
like just yeah, it just
Should have gotten closer.
it just
Damn.
squirts out of you and it just falls straight to the ground. Sorry.
I'll improve on that.
And you both are just looking at this the puddle of acid between you two, and you're both are kind of even he is kind of a little disappointed, like oh. This, okay.
I look at him and I say, "That was a love potion."
And he looks, he goes, ugh, gross.
Ew, love.
Yes, your beard is gross, friend. You should do something about it.
Yeah, these guys aren't nice people, so you don't have to feel
No.
bad about killing them all in this fantasy world game. We don't promote real murder in real life, but in this game, it's a game.
Murder.
Murder. Okay,
That's
Kyle.
how the Khorvaire crumbles.
Good job.
Oh my God.
Khorvaire crumbles. Very
Oh my
nice
God.
alliteration. Okay, it is now that same barbarian's turn. So he's gonna walk up towards you. 1, 2, 3, and he's going to let's see what he's gonna do. He's going to
Should have used the spear.
okay. So he's just gonna slice his sword at you again.
Okay.
So here we go. So he has a +3 to attack, and you have a 14 armor class. So, and this is regular roll. This is not disadvantage or advantage. So we rolled a 8. +3 is 12. So that's not enough. So 12? No. 13. No. What am I doing? 11. Can't do math. Woo, D&D, lots of math. So he fails. He fails his sword attack to you. You managed to gracefully, nimbly dodge that. So very good job there, Hux. Nice style. Nice grace. And now it is Blue's turn. Blue the Barbarian, who's fast asleep. And he's over here, just thinking,
I wish I had another hug from Donegal Sam. That was good. Good hug.
So that's his turn. So now it is Kelp's turn. Kelp is right there in the red coat, right here.
Yes. I would like to take that same trident that I used earlier to help Hux out, and I would like to ram it through this barbarian's chest.
Okay,
Oh my God.
excellent. So are you gonna get closer to him?
I'm sorry?
Are you gonna move?
Oh yeah,
Move
I
closer
can
to
I can move as close as I can.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
okay.
So you're gonna right in front of him. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Roll your attack.
13 plus I believe it's 13 plus 4? Yeah.
13 plus 4.
Yes.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
Awesome. 11.
11. Okay. You slice him in half vertically.
Whoa.
Like from the head down to the pelvis, and he just peels like a banana peel into right in front of you, and He's dead.
Excellent.
He's gone.
Bye.
Cool. Battle is still going because you guys got a sleeping Blue the Barbarian left. So, what do you do here, Donegal Sam?
I don't know, man. I don't want to hurt him. He's sleeping.
I can hurt him.
I was gonna say, you have friends.
I know I have
I'm more than
friends.
happy to hurt him.
Blue could be a friend.
So,
He could also be an arse with a goat cheese beard. We don't know.
All of a sudden, you hear that same mechanical stepping noise that you heard earlier.
It's Ronald.
Ronald.
Ronald's back.
He walks up to Blue, and he looks at all of you, and he says,
You cannot trust him. He has to go. Sorry.
so he turns around, and he picks up Blue, and I'm going to roll for him a
Oh!
athletics check. What is it, Hux?
Can I go over and kick him real quick?
On your turn, you can.
Oh, never mind. He's gone.
So he's going to roll his athletics check, which is a +5. And this would be a easy DC because it's right towards the edge, and it's a 10. So he has to get at least a 10. 8 + 5 is 13. That's over 10. He throws Blue off the ship. And he looks at Donegal Sam, and he goes,
I just saved your life. You should thank me. I am your true friend.
and he walks away.
Ronald is sus, everyone.
I don't know. I like him.
It's
I mean,
Ronald.
I like him.
It's Ronald.
He
What did I
yells
say?
as he goes back to his cabin.
I
And
thought that's what I said.
that's the end of the first combat. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Good job,
Nobody
everyone.
died.
You all succeeded.
Nobody died.
Nobody died. Hux almost died in 2 ways, but he survived, thankfully. He's a very scrappy survivor. Heck yeah. Okay, so first thing to do first is add all of your HP. So your HP, and this is divided between the 4 of you. The total HP counts, let's see here. They each granted 100 HP, so that's 400 HP. So you each get 100 HP. So mark
Hell
on
yeah.
your sheet that you add it to your D&D Beyond sheet, 100 XP. And that helps you get closer to level 2,
Where's
which
the
will help you
XP
all
part?
your
Yeah,
stats
where's
boost.
the XP?
Yeah.
The XP, looking at Kelps here. Okay, so if you click on Kelp, so for instance, Kelp, you click on your name tag in the top left, and then you go to, excuse me, let's see here.
Manage experience.
Yep, Manage Experience, thank you very much. So you click on Manage Experience on the column to the right after you click on your name tag, and then that bar that you see that's at 0 at the moment, just go ahead and move that to 100.
You can also type it there in the little type XP value, and if you hit
XP,
enter,
yeah.
it does it for you too.
That is correct. Thank you.
Awesome.
Sorry, I only just discovered that. So
Yeah, no,
Awesome.
and yeah, no, thank you for that, Hux.
Impressive thing.
Jaws. Cool.
Hux is right. That's fine.
So go ahead, take your time doing that, and then do you guys want to loot the bodies? Now, granted,
Yeah.
you only have 3 to loot since 1 got thrown overboard.
Yeah.
I'm a loot.
100%, yes.
Okay, cool. So each of them had a long sword, there's 2 javelins because one of them got lost. So there's 3 long swords, 2 javelins, and each of them had 10 silver pieces. So that's 30 silver pieces in total. Of anything, that is what is useful. Do you want to take all of that?
I'll take money.
Okay, so 30 silver pieces. Do you divide that between the 4 of you?
Do you guys want some money?
I'll take money.
I'm only interested in looting gold, friend. Go for it.
I'll take some silver.
So
You can-
okay,
No,
so
You can
30
have my 4th for being the first one to rush to my rescue.
I'll take some silv. Yeah.
Okay, so then we'll have 10.
So Donegal, do you want the silver pieces?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay, cool. So then
Where's our
each of you
money?
get 10 silver pieces then. So add that to your equipment, or I believe it's
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
equip-
under equipment.
Yeah, click on equipment. Thank you, Azuki. And
Wait.
yeah, your currency. It's your total currency. Add that. Okay. Do you each want? You can also add if you click on manage equipment. I believe you can add. If you guys, do you guys want to keep the swords and javelin? It's up to you. I mean, you could sell it for later. Yeah, it's up to you. Do you want to take the 3 swords and the 2 javelins?
Nah.
Nah, I'm
Cool.
good.
Just silver pieces. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let's 1 second. Let me click on this right here, which is the battle cam. Switch that over. Okay, cool. Okay, with that, let's take a short intermission. We've been playing for a little while, so folks who are watching us, we're gonna go ahead and take about a let's say a 15-minute, a tight 15-minute intermission, a hard 15. So it is about to be 9:45, so we'll be back at 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. For you, Jaws, it'll be 11. So in 15 minutes, we'll be back. And folks with us, go ahead and do your business, and we'll be back here really soon. And go ahead and mute your mics too, players, for that as well. And then I'll wave you down.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're back. Yeah.
Oh.
And we're back.
Excuse me.
Woo! What a great fight. J Danger 87 gave us a nice compliment there that it was a cool fight. So good job, everyone.
Very cool.
Beating
Awesome.
those barbarians. There's good barbarians, there's bad barbarians. We got a
He's
good
EGG.
barbarian. Yes. And man, what was Ronald's problem with throwing that one barbarian that may have been good redeemed because of Donegal Sam, but we'll never truly know. But he
I'm
gone.
still in mourning over.
I don't think there was anything with him.
Yeah, I mean there could be nothing.
I have a feeling he was just drunk and like irrational in the moment, and there was. I don't know, but like also, rules are rules. I don't run this place.
I trust
Ronald
Nightbot.
Yeah.
So, so now that everything's clear where you guys are at on the ship, for some reason other than Ronald the Warforged, no one really came to help you guys or aid. Keep in mind before you proceed, a friendly reminder that Hux is currently at a 1 HP, a 1 hit point. So things, if people don't know, this goes for our audience too, if you're new to D&D, in order to heal, he could do a few things. He could use a healing spell if he has one on himself. If he can use it on himself, he can roll one of his hit die to do while doing a short rest to gain HP back. Or he could do a full long rest. If you guys go to bed, he could fully heal by the next day. That would be sleeping all night. Yeah. So what would you like to do?
I'd like to make my post-fight coffee in my favorite mug, which says, I run a tight shipwreck. And then I'd like to take a long rest and go to bed and heal up.
Excellent. What else would you... What would the others like to do?
I want to go pick Ronald's brain.
Okay.
His robot brain.
That sounds very aggressive.
What about the other two? What about Azuki and Kelp?
You know, Oh, go ahead, Suki.
I was just gonna say, I'm hungry. Maybe get a bite to eat before I go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the same thing. I need a beer after that.
The tavern downstairs is open until sunrise, and then they reopen in the evening. So their kitchen's open too, so you can go get something to eat, and you can get beer, and that can count as a short rest if any of you need to heal up. Which I think, you pretty much all. None of you took damage except for Hux. Interesting.
Yep.
So yeah, it was.
And Hux almost died.
Team
Hux-
cushion.
Hux was the most entertaining yet the most dangerous.
Isn't that how D&D works?
If there was a BMX biker in your group, that would be Hux.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because I was modeling him after like the rock star poet personas of the 1820s.
Oh, well, perfect.
Mixed with like a little dashing Clark Gable to mix in with the whole 20s 30s Arcana vibe there. Or
Oh
Arcana
yeah,
punk.
so like all BMX bikers.
Yeah, all BMX bikers.
Got it.
You're like
Get your heart out.
it's Shakespeare in the Doctor Who universe. That's exactly who you are. He's just
I'll take
like,
that.
It's like, yes, of course, it's me. I am great.
We have fun here.
Mhm.
Perfect. Okay, so Hux is going to bed. He's gonna drink You're gonna drink coffee before bed? Is it decaf?
No, change.
I drink coffee before bed.
Oh wow.
I mean,
Yeah,
Jaws
sometimes it
does
just
too.
gets you to normal.
Well, I envy you because I love coffee and I just can't drink it before bed because I stay up. Cool. Okay. Well,
My
have your
nighttime
coffee.
Red Bull.
Have your nighttime Red Bull. Have your coffee before bed. So Azuki and Kelp are going downstairs to the Airship Tavern to get a bite to eat and beers. And Donegal Sam, you're going to talk with Ronald, right?
Yeah, I want to go find Ronald and just like just have a chat with him.
Okay, cool. So everybody goes their separate ways, but we're going to follow you, Donegal, for right now because the others are doing things to recuperate while you are not at the moment. You go towards the row of cabins that are down on the bottom floor of the airship, and you walk so it's like a very dark hallway. It's almost like, do you live in dorms, Jay, in college, or at least been in a dorm building? Okay, cool. So it's very tight. It's made strangely with cement, even though the edge is made with like this reinforced magic wood of the airship. There is cement blocks that part this very narrow hallway for the bottom row where you believe Ronald is staying. You walk towards the end, which gets kind of dark, and you look around. What do you do?
Well, I have dark vision.
You do.
so
it's like, dim light. It's regular light and dim light, yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't really affect me. Sorry to pump the brakes on that. I could see within 60 feet.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I basically just were like, okay, this is a minor inconvenience. Let me just keep walking and try and find Ronald.
Okay, cool. So you come up to a door with a little parchment that's pinned to a door, because you see a bunch of them with parchment pinned to a door, and they say different names on them and stuff. A bunch of different people with the doors locked who are sleeping. And you come up to one that says Nightbot on it. What do you do?
I just knock.
Okay. You knock the door. Nothing happens. What do you do?
I say, "Oh, Ronald."
All of a sudden you hear this and the door opens and it creeps open and you see this face peer through around the edge.
Ronald!
And he goes,
Donegal Sam, come on in. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Pleasure to see you too.
What is it I can help you with?
I just wanted to just tell you thank you for your assistance earlier.
You're welcome. I noticed you tried to make friends with the Barbarian, but he was not to be trusted. I know he was being very nice at first, but he did bad things to me, so I had to get rid of him. You see, he does not treat people like me and my kind like we are people. He treats us like we're just soulless machines.
What did he do?
He looked at my arm and he took it off. And
He
then
took off your arm?
he took out my arm. He took out the screws and he detached my left arm. And then he gave me a broomstick and said, basically the same thing, right? And
That's what he told
that
you.
hurt
He's
my
like, basically,
feelings.
I just thought that was your design. I just assumed that was normal. I didn't even judge that, that your kind had a broomstick for a left arm.
The point is, he doesn't have to look at us like we have rights. Like we're not people. Because
You can say
we
it.
are
He's
magical
racist.
robotic beings.
Yeah, okay. So like him and all of his kind, you say?
No, he looks at me and all of my kind. Like
Right,
we
right,
are
right.
not people.
But like him and his friends, were they all doing that?
Yes, they were egging him on. They laughed. They laughed and laughed at his joke that was not funny. I managed to punch him with the arm that I had left and took my arm. And I wanted to kill him right there, but then I walked off. And I just had to look at the night sky. And I just had to wonder, maybe he's right. Maybe we are not actually people.
Well, don't think of it like that. I'm really sorry that happened to you.
Well, thank you. Donegal Sam, you're the best. You're the best dwarf I've ever met. No, you're the best person I've ever met.
Thank you. Yeah, dwarves are people too, kinda.
Kinda. Is that a joke?
People, I mean,
You're funny.
humans like to have like a monopoly on people. That's not fair. You're right. I am a person.
Either way, I know you meant good by it, because you're good, Mr. Sam.
Yeah, you're good too, Mr. Ronald.
Thank you.
Have you seen anything else kind of weird happen lately?
Yes, I did.
Good. Tell me
So-
about it.
As you know, we left from Karrnath.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if you know Karrnath that well, but there are lots of humans and lots of undead in this nation, which we are still overhead. And right now, I know that we are bridging the border between Karrnath and the Morn land, which is a place that I'm from. And that me and my kind can live very freely there. But it's not a place for biological beings. You see, Karrnath also has non-biological beings with the undead who are no longer living, who need humans to direct them, otherwise they do unspeakable things. And I know that asleep in the rooms near us in the same hallway are undead soldiers.
Whoa. Like right next to us.
Right next to us. And they have a right to be here just like me.
Yeah. of
Although I do
course.
not feel comfortable with them, I have to treat them like I would want to be treated. So yes, they
I
boarded
respect that.
in the Iron City just like us. I just hope that they do not cause trouble before we reach Arcanix.
Well, if they do, I mean, we have a very capable team, and for what it's worth, I have an advantage against poison. But
Sorry, I thought that was funny.
that's okay. That's okay.
I didn't mean to disrespect you, but that was
okay.
kind of fun.
Yeah, so there's undead on this ship, is what you're telling me.
Yes, a good
Okay.
amount.
That is very good to know. I'm gonna be on my as I read in a book, like an ancient text when I was in school. I'll be on my P's and Q's.
Oh, I do not know what that means. What does P and Q stand for?
It means. This is what I'm thinking it means. It means your peepers, and your quindles.
Quinn? Your Quindle? Okay, Sam, you're funny. I don't know what that means at all, but I like the way you said it.
I read it in a book.
Okay, my
Yeah.
friend. that's-
One last question.
Yes.
And this is important. We're pretty high up in the air.
Yes.
And I'm dead serious when I ask this. Have you seen a large, bearded, either dwarf or a man, either a very big dwarf or like a heavy set human that's dressed in red? He's got a big white beard, and he is in like a carriage kind of thing that's being pulled by 6 like antlered beasts.
I know of a guy that signed something like that. His name is Christoph.
I heard this too, and I know for a fact I've seen him in the sky.
Well, I don't know about this guy, but he's been around Arcanix. The last time I was there, I saw him. He was in a carriage, but it was horses that was pulling him.
Horses. I'm gonna have to talk to this Christoph.
Yes, Christoph worked charity in the villages near Arcanix.
Is there a chance
He'd
that
help
he
out
missed-
children, and I think he had packages for a lot of them. I do not
Yeah,
know exactly
all
what
of
he
the
was up to.
skins? Yeah, all of
Oh,
the
there was
skins.
nothing
Is it-
harmful for the children. But Mr. Sam, I must say, I have to rest now. I have to power down because my battery is getting low. I don't know if it's a real battery or not, but I do feel tired. My makers used to say my battery is low, so I just know that I have to power down. In about 8 hours, I feel better. So,
Okay, I think I'm gonna go pound back 16 or 17 beers. I'll see you later.
okay, good luck. Have fun. I'm
Okay,
going
Ronald.
to be on watch for the undead, and if you see any and make any trouble, call for me, and I'll come running to help you.
Alright, and if you see Kristoff, you better let me know.
We might see him once we get to Arcanix.
Right, but if like he's flying around, just like
Flying
hypothetically.
around. Okay, Sam, you're so funny. All right. Good night. Good night, my friend.
So he
Alright,
kind
good
of
night,
like
Ronald.
he kind of
Love
like
you.
scurries and like very friendly like shoves Sam out the door and he closes the door. So now Sam, you are now back in that hallway.
Yep.
And now you know what may be lurking behind the doors that are ahead
So
of you.
there's undead around
Yeah.
here.
And just so everybody knows, so the audience can see too, I'm showing the Khorvaire map on the screen right now. Where everybody pulling off where the adventure began in Karrnath, which is a country in the top right of the continent of Khorvaire. The city of Iron, so it's Iron. Irontown was on that red path on the top right, and everybody's sailing towards the lake, which Arcanix is by towards the west, over past the Mornland, past Thrain. It's technically in the country of Aundair. So just so everybody can keep up where we're going. And currently, the ship is nearing the border between Karrnath and the Mornland on the north edge. So there, it's approaching halfway done. So everybody expects to get to, everybody on the airship expects to get to Arcanix in about 24 hours. So, yeah, and the night has yet to commence for a long rest. So, Mr. Sam, what would you like to do?
Well, I have to. I'm a dwarf of his word. I have to go knock back like a bunch of cold ones.
Nice. So you meet up with Azuki and Kelp at the bar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So you go to the level that includes the tavern. And Hux, you're in your room right now, right? And you're fast asleep? Okay. As I whisper
I'm
to you
probably
through your
still
dreams.
having my coffee.
Nice. So you meet up with Azuki and Kelp, Sam.
All right.
Feel free to talk or ask me if you'd like to do something.
Okay.
I say, Sammy boy.
Zuki.
And then I high five you. I'm a huge fan of high fives.
I like your high fives too. I like contact. How's it going? What did I miss?
Where were you at?
Well, I have some information.
Information.
Yeah.
Do tell.
We are hovering over an area. And in fact, we are harboring the undead on this ship. Yeah, so just like let's not make it a thing, okay? It's not a thing.
But what if I
Nothing's
want to
happened.
befriend them?
There's no way you can befriend the undead, I don't think. Like, that's a whole different spell book, and I don't have it on me right now. So, like... what's
Kelp is around here, right?
Yeah, Kelp is literally at the bar with you guys.
Okay,
With sitting, it's just Sam is still standing, and Kelp and Azuki are sitting at the bar with their beers and food.
So, if this is possible, as Sam is talking, behind Zuki, he can see Kelp doing shots with what appears to be a soldier, perhaps undead, becoming friendly with them.
What do you do? What do you say?
I see Kelp. Be like, see, look, it's not a thing right now. Let's not make it a thing. We're all having drinks. Let's just like let it ride right now. Let's just get to school.
So the bartender comes up and he brings you all a round of beers, 3 beers, and he looks at you all. He's like, "Hey, that's compliments of Captain Krustaloff Crusterson. They call him Crust. I saw you looking at him. He's the undead soldier right over there. These are on him." And then Crust, or Krusty for short, looks at you all, and he sort of gives you a wink, but this left eye has no eyelid. And no eye. It's just a hole. But he looks like he's like, but he still has like his like smiling muscles, his lips and stuff. So he does this.
Do this back.
Yeah.
By definition,
Yeah.
I'd argue that's not a wink, but I'm not there to say so.
So it's like an Inception. You're just dreaming about the actions.
Wait a minute. Why am I dreaming of the undead and my friends? And
So
why
you
is
just-
that man claiming to wink? Sorry, shutting up.
That's okay. So you all just got a round of beers from an undead soldier.
Buddy.
I think that guy is undead.
So he walks up to you all
Mhm.
and is there
Stupid
bartender?
Nightbot!
Can I get just 3 more shots and whiskey, and for me I have another Bloody Mary. Yeah, thank you. So the bartender nods and he kind of like turns over to the bar, looks at you all, and he goes, "I hear you all fought a gang of barbarians up there and kicked some ass. Is that true?"
Well,
Yeah, we did.
yeah, Zuki definitely did, and so did Kelp, for sure.
Didn't you all had some help up there? Wasn't there like 1 or 2 more of you up there? I heard it was definitely more than 3.
Taking a nap.
You took a nap?
There-
He's
Yeah.
taking a nap.
Oh, okay.
He had a big night. He's
I-
taking a nap.
Wasn't there another one though?
Robot Man.
Uh-huh.
It's like both Kelp and Sam are just like looking at Suki like, oh god, like
Just a reminder for everyone, Zuki's only like 19. She's still like has no idea how to socialize.
Yeah,
I'm relatively young for a dwarf myself. I'm like 50.
I age like a human.
yeah. So, I thought that I heard some rumors that these band of young combatants fought off these barbarians, and thought that was really great to hear about. But then I heard one of them magic robot folk helped all of you, and I just wanted to ask your position on them Warforged. You see, I fought in the last war, and I hate those magic robot fiends. I killed so many of them in the war, and I could just kill more of them if I ever saw them again. So I gotta ask you
just
2
kinda
questions.
start-
One is, do you like them Warforged? Number 2, can you tell me where that Warforged that helped you is staying tonight? Powering down, or he probably says he's sleeping when it ain't sleeping. It's robot turning off their juice, their power, switching off the light. That's all it is. Do you like him? And where is he? Enjoy your beers and your shots. He takes his whiskey, and he gets his Bloody Mary, and he it's like a curly, crazy straw, and he just kind of sips it.
Do I get a curly crazy straw?
Bartender looks at you and he goes, he just drops it.
I put in like my tiny little shot glass.
Yeah, exactly. Just sip on the shot glass.
Well, yes, I do. I like that robot.
Kelp's just gonna take Sam's lead, and she does her shot, and then says, "You know what? Anybody that helps us in a battle is a friend."
Correct. Yeah. He really saved us out there.
He saved us from that sleeping barbarian.
That's right, he did.
Oh, so
He was having a nap, and he threw him overboard. And that helped us somewhat.
Yeah,
We didn't have to do that.
you see? Them magic robot folk, they ain't to be trusted. You see, they'll attack someone in their sleep. That's sleazy. There ain't no honor in that.
To
You
be
see,
clear,
I'm dead. I died in that last war. And I had some necromancy folk bring me back to life to live out the second half of my existence. But
Are
I
you
still
real?
have honor. I still have honor. I'm not one of the biological folk anymore, but you know what? I still wouldn't kill someone in their sleep like that sneaky, dirty Warforged robot man. You see what I'm saying, right? Know what I'm saying?
I want to kick him in the balls.
Would like to manifest
if you
my
want to, go
magical
ahead and do a
dream
check for
self.
that. If you want to kick him in the balls.
Hmm.
Do you want to do it? Okay, cool. Okay, you're pretty close to him. So he's at the bar. So this would be a very swift, not so much muscle. So this would be, just go ahead and do a dexterity check, athletics check for your kick. And then the DC for this, so he's gonna roll a saving throw at his dexterity. So let's see here, that'd be a +3 to his. So he got a natural 1, so he can't save himself. What did you get?
A natural 20.
So you kick him hard, right in the undead balls.
Don't I have a unarmed strike too.
So you want to punch him too?
Well, no, my unarmed strike counts for, I can, unarmed strike, you can punch, kick, headbutt, or use a forceful blow, deal bludgeoning.
Sure. Do you want to do all of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you kicked him hard in the balls,
And then I headbutt him.
and then you headbutt him.
And I have like horns too, so it probably hurts.
So you headbutt him so hard.
Do I need to even roll for that? Like for
No.
damage? Okay.
Because you were successful in the first one. So then now his head. So first off, his balls were kicked up so hard, it's now, and what was his like healthy intestines, now it's just like, you know, like crumply autumn leaves. That's now his intestines. And his balls go straight up there. And
His
if you had
undead
like,
balls.
if you were able to see past his like grungy, dirty military clothes, you would see that his balls just stayed up there. It was such a hard kick. And then he leaned forward, so it made it very clear that like, and very easy for you to headbutt him. And the power from that, with your horns, with your tiefling horns, smash him so hard that there's now two like very deep holes in either side of his skull, and there's one crater right here in his forehead, and he just goes and he falls straight back, and he's now on the floor and his head rolls off.
Yes.
And the bartender looks at all of you, and he's cleaning his glass. He goes, "So he ain't paid his tab. Is that gonna be you there?"
I dig through his pockets
Ma'am.
for his money.
What? I'm sorry.
It's
What?
not
He digs through his
dead yet.
pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Loot his
had,
pockets. That's great.
He had 5 silver pieces in his
I
pocket.
just throw it at the bartender. Keep the change.
Cool. So that's enough to pay for those beers. And he goes, "Wow, thank you for the tip." And he goes, "Russell, clean that up." So this is young guy, Barback, comes out and with a dustpan and starts sweeping the mess.
Say to the bartender, sorry
You-
about that. He just said some disparaging thing about our friend. And
Meanwhile,
yeah,
you see people that are unclear. They look human, but there's a lot of them near the. There's 3 sets of doors that lead out to the next room on that level that includes the tavern, and you see a bunch of people look at you with a glare, and they all leave the tavern. And now you are all, the 3 of you are now the only ones in the tavern.
Okay.
I think something suspicious is happening.
Man, the bar just cleared out. It's ours. Let's do it. Let's go another round, barkeep. Come on. I just robbed those barbarians too. I got money for days.
Is the barkeep still here, or is it just us three?
So, with that, it's just you three. It's the bar. Sorry, it's the bartender, the bar back, and you three.
Okay.
So with that, about 5 minutes go by, and then you see this man that's he might be half elf. You can't really tell. He looks predominantly human, but he walks in, very nice clothing, almost looks like a suit, but it's like almost kind of like dress robes, like in Harry Potter and Goblet of Fire. Black, white, an ascot, a black ascot that has like this pattern on it that's very much paisley, and he also has a mustache like Hux, but it's a little longer, and a little curlier. And this guy has light skin, and also he is bald, light skinned. So he walks up, and he has a cane in his left hand. It could be a wand, you're not sure, but he's using it as a cane. So he walks up, and he says, "Hey, Johnny, give me the regular." And the bartender looks at him, he's like, "Yes, sir." So then he goes and starts mixing him his drink, whatever it is. And he looks at all of you, he leans over to the bar, and he goes, "You all were hired to be here, right? Your tickets paid for? Your food, your lodging, your placed here on this aristocratic privilege of a ship? Am I correct?"
I'm going to a reunion of sorts.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Mr. Sam,
Oh,
I know of you.
you know me.
Yes.
I would love to hear more.
Yes, I'm sure you would. I'm going
Go
to
on.
give you all a warning. Behave, or I will arrange for all of you, including your friend, the Changeling, to be thrown off of my ship
Not if I do
Within
that to myself first.
moments. Do you have Daredevil hearing, Hux?
I'm dreaming about something similar. It just
So the
happens that
the movie
lines
camera
match.
cuts back to Hux, and he's just
Oh,
talking in his sleep.
well, I sleep like this.
Yes,
Don't
exactly.
throw
Like a
myself
vampire.
over.
Yeah, like a vampire, yeah.
I had the worst dream ever. My friends were threatened in the bar on my behalf.
So the movie camera cuts back to the bar, and he looks at the bartender. He's like, "Thanks, Johnny," and he drinks his drink. It's a big one too. It's like a little shorter in this water bottle, and he just throws the whole thing back. Yes. Again, children, behave. And I'm sure you all want to get to Arcanix, especially you, dear Sam, for that lovely lady you've been wanting to see for so long. I hope you get to see her again. And he struts off, kind of twirling his cane
Hey,
away.
hey, who are you?
And he shuts the
Dramatic.
door, doesn't even answer you.
That dude was terrifying.
He's a little bit dramatic for my taste.
Attic, suspicious, and
Kelp like picks up his empty glass and sniffs it and is like, "This is gasoline."
I know it's delicious. I want to go follow that guy. I want to go find out who this guy is.
You want to follow him?
Yeah, if
Okay.
it's possible.
Do you want to go alone or with your friends? Do you want
I'll
to
give
wake up
them the
Hux?
choice.
Hux
Does
is
anyone
still
wanna
fast
follow me?
asleep.
Question: if I were to wake up prematurely after a short rest, how much HP would I have? If I were
None.
to measure my health in numbers.
You need your REM cycles. You've been asleep for about an hour and a half.
Is there anywhere on the ship to get a health pack? Should have asked.
I mean,
that
you'd have to
before I
wake up and risk not getting your long rest.
That's fine.
I
I'm
mean,
disturbed in my dreams. I feel like I'm missing things.
you can go forth.
I've got
Keep in mind.
FOMO.
So keep in mind, if you proceed, Sam, you most likely will have to do it either by yourself or with Azuki and Kelp. And the longer you go without sleep, the lower your stats will be. So I do incorporate that in this. Is that if you go, you need food and lodging. There's points in that. I'll tell you about it later if we get to that point. But if you go without sleep and without food and water for a long time, your stats go down. Like basically, you end up like doing like disadvantage on rolls and stuff like that. So you do need sleep and you do need food too.
So what you're saying,
Even
is
if
I
your
should-
HP's not low.
what you're saying is I should just stay and drink.
You do as you will, sir. I am running this game. I am not the master. So whatever you want to do, we will go for it. I'm just letting you know the consequences of either paths.
If
A strong warning, Sam.
if Sam decides to follow this guy, Kelp will begrudgingly go with him as muscle.
All right, let's go. Let's go try and track
Okay.
him down.
What are
Great.
you gonna do, Azuki?
She's tired, but she does like fighting. But she knows she probably shouldn't fight this guy.
At
She's
least
gonna go with.
you're gonna go with? Okay, cool.
Pretty much same as Kelp, just kind of like. I'll
Do you want to proceed without Hux, or do you want to go wake him up?
go wake him up.
Granted, okay, cool. Granted, keep in
Okay.
mind you possibly just talked to the owner of this Leandar airship, which probably you just talked to somebody who's a part of House Leandar, which is one of the richest mofo's in Khorvaire.
I mean, that's all the
He's like a
information
Rockefeller.
I was gonna try to ask him. Okay.
And he did basically threaten your long lost love, Sam.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So I'm like, I'm gonna go
Okay.
do the thing he didn't
So
want to do.
so Kelp is gonna like grab Sam by the shoulder, and she's just gonna look at him and listen. I'll go with you if you want to do this and you want to follow this guy, but he just threatened us, and that dude seems scary as hell. So make your choice. I know we need to get to this place so that we can drop off this book and we can see your
Dissertation,
long
yeah.
this dissertation, this book.
Okay.
I'm an idiot,
It's
but
okay.
if you want to see your love, right?
Kelp, check in. You and me. I know you think of yourself as muscle, but you have a brain and a heart too. So
Okay.
yeah, it hurts me when you call yourself an idiot. You're not at all. I very much value you being here. And two, I'm going to ask your opinion. What do you think we should do?
I think we should let this guy be for now and just keep tabs on him while we're still in the sky.
Okay. Actually, that might be the smart move. Actually. You're right. You're right. Let's just sit here. Let's drink. Let's enjoy ourselves for right now. We just had a big fight. We deserve it.
That's right.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
we can't do anything fun without Hux. Otherwise, he might fall off the ship and no one will be there to save him.
Yeah. 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 Well, to that end,
I love
how do
it
we
when
know he's
friends
not hanging
leave
off the
me.
ship right now.
How do we? It's like Schroeder's cat. He is both falling off the ship and not falling off the ship, and until we check, we have no idea.
You want me to go check on him to see if he's falling off the ship?
Schrodinger's ship.
Schrodinger's.
Are you in the ship or are you off the ship?
Okay.
I like the alliteration of Schrodinger's ship.
Schroeder's ship. So
They're all things I'm saying in my sleep, sorry.
That's okay. So the three of you eat some more food. So chips and dip. Hux could bring them. Yeah. Chips and dip, barrel break.
Chips and dip.
Oh, that's one of my favorite jokes.
So you guys get your food. So you're good on food. You get some beers in you, and you guys are nice and satisfied. Do you go back to bed? Do you guys all go to your rooms to go to sleep?
Gonna go to sleep.
Gonna go to sleep. Go back to your room. Okay, cool. What about you, Sam and Kelp?
I think I want to eat something and I want to have another beer and then I think I want to turn in for the night.
Okay, cool. So you guys are good on food. You guys are good on water. You also drink some beers. You drink enough water that way you're not dehydrated. And you all go to sleep. And do you all want to get a long rest or a full rest? Hux already said he's getting a long rest. A long rest is about 8 hours of sleep.
What would a full rest be? 12?
What? A short rest? Sorry, did I say full
No.
rest? I said, sorry, I
Yeah.
meant short rest
Okay,
and a
yeah.
long rest.
There we go. Long rest then.
Long
Yeah,
rest? Okay.
so we can all wake up
Fresh.
Excellent. So you all go back to bed to your rooms in the cabins, and you go and sleep for about 8 hours. So now it is morning. You all arise, and you each have windows in your rooms, so your little dorm rooms of a cabin where you're sleeping. Keep in mind, you're in the coach level. It was all paid for, but they still put you in coach for your cabins. So you rise. You each can look out.
Oh,
your
I
own
slept
little
in
windows.
first class. Whoops.
Whoops. So Hux is
I
in first class,
assumed.
and the rest of you are in coach, and you can each see out your windows, whether it's framed in gold or just standard blindless, curtainless window. You can see a beautiful sun rising, and you can see the beautiful clouds that you all are flying above, almost like gliding on it. It's almost like you're just kind of like floating on like white puffy clouds. It's very pretty. And it is now daytime. It's around 8 o'clock in the morning. What do you all do now? Keep in mind, before I let you continue, you have, so I'm going to show the map right now, where you guys are right now. You guys got about less than a day left. So you got about 16 hours left on your trip to get to Arcanix. And so you guys will be there tonight. So the map where you guys are at, let me show the folks in the chat here. So you guys are now past bridging the Mournland, which is good because the Mournland is something you did not want to get like close to.
He likes the Mournland.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean you can totally like the Mournland.
Well, it's in my backstory.
Yeah, you're right. You do like the Mournland in your backstory. It's just that people, it's like if you went inside a Dementor, that basically is how you would feel. There's more details, we can get into it later. But you guys are now above Thrain, which is the country that's next to Aundair that has Arcanix in it. So you guys are now right at the edge of the northeastern side of Thrain. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the map away here. So now it's morning. What would you all like to do?
I wake up and button my waistcoat.
So this waistcoat
Kelp
is the button.
wakes up, quickly gets dressed, and then she rushes to Sam's room and starts pounding on the door.
So, what do you do, Sam? You hear that pounding.
It's me! Wake up, Sam!
I've heard. I know that pound anywhere. Just come.
If I knock any harder, I'm gonna break the door down.
Just open the door. It's okay.
Oh, it's unlocked?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
Oh.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, I was turning it the wrong way. Sorry.
It's okay.
So, are you decent? Are you dressed? I don't want to.
I'm not, but come on in.
Get dressed.
Come on in.
What
I'm
is your
in
problem?
bed.
It's morning. Wake up. I have something to tell you. Well,
Okay.
to talk to you about.
Well, like, talk to me while I get dressed.
Okay, I don't want to shout it. It's a secret.
Come on in, then.
No.
You've seen dwarf before. It's not. Just don't make it weird. Just tell me what you need to say.
Okay, all right. Kelp
Yeah.
Kelp comes in and she turns her back to the door and then backs in, so that she's like, and then she closes the door so she's facing the door and not facing the room.
Yeah.
She puts her hands up like this because she doesn't want to see any dwarf. And she goes, I think you need to talk to Ronald about the guy from last night.
Okay, so the undead one or the bartender or the
Ronald's a
captain?
Warforged.
No, Ronald, yeah, but like.
I think
okay.
you need to talk to him about the guy who threatened you last night.
Oh.
As a
The rich
Warforged,
guy.
Warforged, I'm sure he gets all kinds of crazy comments from like the captain that Azuki neutered. But we need to know more about the other guy, right? We're keeping tabs. Maybe Ronald knows something about him.
His head fell off too.
And he was decapitated. You are right.
Swept up with a dustpan and broom.
It was a very memorable night last night. I enjoy spending these moments with all of you.
Okay.
It's just like good memories, you know. Not
This-
good, but like I'm glad I'm with you.
Why is this room so moist? Why is it moist in here? What have you?
It's so moist now, Kelp, that you're now sweating yourself.
I can't be in here anymore. It's too moist.
Sorry,
I have to
give
leave.
off body heat. It's just like it fills the room. It's
The
very
fact that
humid.
I am breathing in your body, it makes me feel very uncomfortable. So I'm gonna
His
leave.
window is completely steamed. You cannot
Warm
see the
person.
bright sunny sky outside.
So get up, get dressed, come get me. Let's go talk to Ronald.
Fine. I'm very hot though. Like it's,
Kelp just leaves. She just opens the door and leaves, slams it shut, and she kicks it for good measure, and then storms off onto the deck.
Excellent. Do you like to talk to anybody of your other friends?
Knock on Suki's door just to check and see if she's awake and to let her know what we're doing.
So, Azuki, you hear a banging on your door. What do you do?
I'm up. And I just go back to sleep.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right. Suki's out. Got it.
Now, would you like to go talk to Hux?
Yes. I go and knock on Hux's door, to see if he's awake yet.
Hux, you hear a knocking at your door.
Oh, I answer the door and I say, I just finished buttoning my waistcoat. It's the only thing I do in the morning. What can I
Excellent.
do you for?
Surprisingly, I'm very happy to hear that. Kelp enters the room and kind of like gives Hux like a quick rundown of what would happen at the bar last night, with the dude
good idea.
getting decapitated, the bartender, and the creepy old bald man. She just gives him the 411 on everything.
That would explain all of my weird and freaky dreams.
What?
Never mind.
Okay. But
This
anyway,
is why I don't like
Freaky
to
dreams.
leave early. I'm
anyway,
not really left with much choice as the pincushion, though.
we're
I knew I would miss something.
I'm sending. It's fine. We do stuff without you all the time. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
You notice
Speak for
how
yourself.
sad he is now. You
It's
don't.
fi-
You
it's-
like hits you how like, oh, I may have hurt his feelings really badly.
Kelp doesn't really know how to process this kind of stuff, so she just shrugs and starts pacing around the room. Okay, would it make you
It's
feel better?
fine. I'm fine. I was cutting an onion for breakfast.
Okay,
before you
if
came in.
it makes you feel better when we get to Arcanix, can I take you out to get an ice cream?
Sure.
Okay, it'll be me and you, little buddy.
Well, but then we might miss out on something that the others do.
That's fine.
We have to do these things as a group.
That's the best thing about being independent is you can do other things without other people.
I'm not independent. I'm codependent.
Okay, all right. I will invite everybody out for ice cream when we get there. I just really need you to get ready. We're going with Sam to talk to Ronald about last night.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Excellent.
I walk out of my room.
So you
Still
probably
kinda
heard
just, like-
everything about that, right, Zuki?
Well, just kind of like.
Is she also in first class?
Oh, that's right. You guys are. Well, first class is just kind of the other, like way down the hallway. It's kind of like on an airplane where it's just all in the same row. But
I
there's just,
upgraded
like,
my ticket.
a big
yeah.
group and a coach one area, and big group. A first class just down the hall.
These are my battle glasses. It wasn't that I was covering up tears from the onion.
So there's some salt water that starts to get back in your eyes from swishing around in the goggles. Hux.
I've got to stop eating so many onions.
Suzuki's out of her room, right?
I'm still kind of just like out of it, just kind of like pulling up her tube top, like.
There is
Kinda
a
like-
continental breakfast in the same place that the tavern was, just so you all know.
Ooh.
She's not a morning person.
Not a morning person. Gotcha.
I
So,
wake up too much at the monastery.
Yes, that's
Kelp
right.
kind of like sees Suki, throws her hands up, grabs her by the shoulder, and starts meandering people to breakfast. We have to eat. Let's go get
Food.
let's go get our complimentary breakfast.
Okay. Do you all head back to the tavern for breakfast?
Yes.
I just kind of follow Kelp like a puppy when I'm like half asleep, just kind of like food.
Sam,
mean-
this sort of it triggers you a little bit, and you for a split second thought Azuki was an undead.
Oh.
Because she's just kind of walking like.
Hey, Zuki, don't do that. Zuki.
I just
Sorry.
pat him on the head.
Hey, buddy. Cool.
Okay.
So you all head down to the tavern, and inside there, you have a big layout of food. You notice that it is now, because they started serving it at about 6 a.m., so the food's been out for a little while, but and there's been a lot of people coming and going, getting the food here, but really it's just all there to serve the general passengers of this airship. And you have anything from donuts to sausages to eggs to tofu casseroles to bagels to coffee, tea, like literally any big spread that's very delicately and amazingly arranged by their staff. It's just like very impressive. You haven't seen anything like this in a very long time, and it looks awesome.
Anything with holes in it, I stick on my fingers.
I flag down the maitre d' and I say, I'm sorry. Where's the first class breakfast buffet?
Sir, this is everyone's breakfast. This is for everybody, no matter what class. Yeah, we like to treat everybody equal here in the tavern.
Yes, but I paid more.
Do you have your ticket, sir? Show me your ticket, please.
Here you are. I hand him my ticket.
So he looks at it and goes, yeah, it looks like this is and it's you, sir. And he points to you, Sam. He's like, can I see your ticket? You all
I
have
don't
tickets.
want no trouble.
So you all have your own ticket
Yeah.
with your name on it.
Ticket. Right
So
here.
so you look at your ticket. And he looks at Sam's. He looks at Hux's. And he goes, yeah, these are they're the same. So whether you bought them or someone else bought them, they're all the same. So I don't know how you got into first class, but good for you. But the food here is for anybody from coach or first class. It's good food. You should try it.
Oh,
And he walks back into the kitchen.
well, customer service will be hearing from me.
I find a biscuit and I cut it in half, and then I find a whole chicken. And I put
In a biscuit. A giant chicken biscuit.
and then I eat it in one bite. And crunch it, bones and all.
Ultimate chicken and a biscuit.
Yeah, chicken. Nugget and a biscuit.
But nugget and biscuit.
And then I find 6 like goblets of coffee, and I take them all in 2 hands and then just drink them all. Little bit of it dribbles down, and my face is just like burning, scalding red just here. This is just how I eat breakfast.
It's just dribbling in your beard.
Dribbling in my beard, and it's like coffee dribbles. And I'd be like, there's nothing to complain about here. This is the best I've eaten in years.
Some of the staff are like kind of looking at each other, just kind of like have their towels thrown over their shoulder, and they just kind of like peek out and they see this very happy dwarf guzzle his coffee and just crunch a whole chicken that was baked inside of a biscuit. And they look and they're pretty happy about it. They're like, kind of like give each other a look like we did good. We did good. That dwarf's really happy. And he's scarfing our food, and that's what we like to do here. So you made them feel pretty important and pretty good about their work.
And then I go, ooh, jam spread. And then there's 6 more biscuits I find, and I'm just like, which one should I use first? Should it be strawberry, blueberry, boysenberry, rockberry? Should be marionberry? Chuckberry. Should this be and then I just settle on orange.
Orange.
I just have 6 orange jam biscuits.
Excellent. What else? What do the rest of you eat?
Kelp eventually manages to find like slices of cucumber, and she's kind of like picking at that, but she's sitting in like the chair, kind of leaning back, complaining because their hay options are shit. And
that's right.
And every once in a while, she leans over and grabs like a sugar cube from coffee, and she'll pop one in her mouth, or she's got a big, like, nice shiny apple in front of her. She's doing all right.
Excellent choices. Hux, Azuki, what are you all eating?
I just stick everything with holes, like so bagels, donuts, all on like my fingers. And then she has like her robe, so she kind of just shoves anything that's like sugary and like unhealthy, because all she had to eat was healthy, like in a monastery. So she, living on her own, she takes advantage and only eats sugar.
Yes.
So anything, like, buried it up and takes a glass of juice.
Reminds me of like a college student that now has like a flex plan and
pretty much how she eats.
A meal plan, and just like, I'm just gonna eat all the things my parents told me not to eat. Excellent.
That's me in real life.
Hux, what are you eating?
Real quick, the quantum opossum has me chuckling at diners, drive-ins, and dwarves.
Road trip, yeah.
I have the finest black coffee brew that I can find, roast, I should say. And I partake in some of the chicken, and I find some waffles. I get some honey drizzle and some hot sauce, and I sit down next to everybody, and I enjoy that.
Very nice. Sounds great, you guys. So while you're eating, you see 2 figures that you recognize. One is you catch the notice by the sound. You hear that sound again of, and you see Ronald walking towards the bar, and he walks up to the bar, and he makes a 2 or a peace sign or a 2 at the attendant there, and they give him 2 capsules. Two small capsules, and he takes it and he puts it in his little pouch, and he starts walking the other way, and he looks at Sam and everybody at the table.
He goes, I hope you all are having a good breakfast. I would strongly suggest that you rest and eat up, because before we land at Arcanix tonight, I can almost guarantee that the undead will try to take your lives.
And he turns around And he looks back at you one more time. He goes,
Call me if you need help.
and you can see him like as he's walking out, he unscrews one of the capsules and just kind of like dumps it in his ear hole. And then
I wish I could eat like that.
And then he just puts it back in his his pouch.
Question.
And he sees walks away. Yes, what's the question?
Sorry, now that we've long rested, would any of us who had become pincushions the night before, what is our standing HP-wise? This frightens me.
Everybody's
health.
full HP now. And nobody used hit dice. If your hit dice were used, they would all be back too. So you are now full HP now, Hux.
Thank you.
The other figure that you see is of what you can only assume the rich guy or the self-proclaimed owner of this airship. He starts walking with his cane and starts twiddling around, and he looks at you all and goes, and you can't help but notice that behind him, there on his coat, there is what seems to be flesh, like pieces of like human and possibly elven flesh on his coat, and it looks rotten. He doesn't look rotten, but his coat has what you can only assume is rotten pieces of elf and human flesh. He goes up and gets just a cup of coffee at the bar, and he kind of like twirls his little cane there and sips his coffee, and he just kind of throws it, and it just literally just goes on the floor. He took one sip, just throws it, and then attendants come up and like pick it up, like, oh look, and they start like wiping down the floor, like, oh my god, and then he just leaves, and he made sure to give a big old glare at you all at your table.
That was dramatic.
What a dick.
Humble lords treasure every drop of their coffee. I just want you all to know that.
No,
Thanks,
why don't
Hugs.
you do it?
I pour a second cup of my coffee, and I offer it to my friends.
Aw, that's nice. So keep in mind, you guys are due to arrive at Arcanix sometime tonight, sometime before midnight. And you've had something that warned you of the undead from Ronald, who knows if he's telling the truth or not. And you definitely know that the owner, or at least the self-proclaimed owner, probably doesn't like you. At least you can only assume so. So who knows? But you all, for now, are sitting with fantastic food, fantastic drink. You are enjoying yourselves in this moment. You know that the staff is happy that you all are enjoying yourselves. And you all are alive and well, and you have XP, and you got some money in your pockets. So shit may go down later, but right now you're doing okay. So, and with that, we are going to end our session for today. That is the end of our very first session of Journey Punks. Ladies and gents, thanks for joining us. Those in chat, thanks for hanging in there and watching. Thanks so much, Barrel Braids, for moderating. We really appreciate it. And before we close out, I just want to give anybody a chance. If you have a stream or a project you want to plug, go ahead and plug it. And if you want to type it in chat so people can click on your links, go ahead and do it. So anybody want to plug something?
Let's see. I wrote something for a podcast called Dead North. It's my piece is called The Cure for Sleep, and I will find the link to it and put it in the chat.
Excellent.
I do art, so I put it in the chat.
Excellent. And Kuhnoodle, you have a stream as well for your art.
Yeah, I put it in the chat.
Oh, excellent. Cool. Yeah, Kuhnoodle's an excellent artist. She did the art in the bottom left, the cover art there, Journey Punks with the big airship at the top of the castle. In the mountains, it's fantastic. Commission her for your work. It's excellent. Winged and Jurassic Jaws, anything to plug?
Oh god, I don't do anything.
You're a fantastic performer. Fantastic comedian.
Well, when we get back there, I'll have things to plug. But until then, watch me here on Journey Punks.
Excellent. Great plug. Plug Journey Punks more. Heck yeah. Jurassic Jaws. You, sir?
Yes, I just wanted to thank everybody. And if you are interested, my science fiction writing can be found at this link. And I will be streaming tomorrow because I stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'm a creativity streamer. Saturdays we do Jurassic Saturdays because all of my interests stem from a childhood obsession with Jurassic Park. And it's a nice way to get back to my roots and share it with everybody. I like to say I'm a creativity streamer. Being creative, trying to externalize it, and encouraging you to do the same.
Excellent. Great plug. Yes, follow Jurassic Jaws on Twitch as well. Jurassic_Jaws.
I'm putting it in the chat here.
Yeah. And I'll go ahead and do a plug for myself. Off the side, I co-host a movie review podcast called Screen Slurps. That's 2 words, Screen Slurps. And we have a weekly podcast that releases new episodes every Monday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and just about everywhere you can find podcasts on the internet. And we review new, old movies, all the sorts. Go check us out. Like us on social media. We have an Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Check that out. Adam Meisner co-hosts that with me, and he edits every episode. He's a genius with sound design and sound editing. So, yeah, check out his work as well. And there's 2 Atomizers. One's a karate man. That's not my Atomizer. My Atomizer does music and sound. Anyway, with that, I'll thank everybody again for watching this. And stay tuned. We'll be back again with the game night in 2 weeks. Not next week, but the week after. And our Monday nights are going to be our regular night. But we'll be doing... Yes, you're welcome, Adam. We'll be doing... other streams as well. There'll be miniature nights that are weekly, and also on the non-game weeks, we'll be doing something called J-Punk Junk, which is where we actually get to chat with you all, and it'll be 1 to 2 of us, and we'll just be chatting with you all about the campaign, about ourselves, about your questions. So that'll be on next week. But yeah, catch us later. Make sure to follow us on Twitch. And I'm going to stop talking now because I've been talking a lot, and I hope you all have a great night. Thank you so much. Take care, all, and I'm going to go ahead and leave you all with this nice little ending screen here to just kind of feel nice and cozy with. Let me just switch to our hair.
Thank you, DM Dash. We love you. This is awesome.
Thank you, DM Dash.
Love you guys all, too.
Yay.
Have a great night.
You too.
Oh, you can still hear us. Thank you for joining us, chat. Let's get this channel to affiliate.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
Heck yes, you did.